Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. What's the guy?
We MMA-Holes, community be so dope. We got the best watch-alongs, the internet say so. Who you gonna pick now, the over or the under? Chris will give his picks out, and I don't trust no other. Main card or the prelims, it don't really matter. UFC fight nights and pay-per-views on a platter. So hoes and omoplatas, blood nose and split bananas, thug rolls and empanadas, big bowls of marijuana. Gummy gang, gummy gang, gummy gang. I need 2 joints to hang in the homie Craig gang. I'm grinning ear to ear, amped up, showing things. It's time to watch the fights, beast mode, watch 'em bang.
Welcome to Gummy Gang. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully you are wonderful, wonderful. How you doing, Jess?
Wonderful, wonderful, Moss. How are you?
We're going to talk about aliens. I'm wonderful, wonderful. We're going to talk about aliens. We're going to gummy up. We're going to just shoot the ish with the MMA-Holes, or not the MMA-Holes on Gummy Gang. It's been how many days since we gummy ganged? How many days has it been since we went live on Gummy Gang? Oh, the last, game 5, right? Yeah, game 5 was the last game. So it's been around a week, somewhere around there.
Ah, you beat me to it.
I got the post up. Yeah. Jesse's our new social media expert right now. So anytime, you better retweet, re-X, re-Instagram, comments, and say hi to Jesse on all the posts, because you don't say hi to me on the post. So say hi to Jesse at least on the post. Thank you. All right. So how's everyone doing in the chat? Hopefully everyone is well. We're going to talk about spooky alien stuff. Jess, do you believe in aliens?
Yes, I do. Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do believe in aliens. I do. It's weird because I don't really believe in much. But I do believe in aliens because I feel if you don't believe in aliens, well, then you don't believe in space or the universe or anything else out there. I believe there's other things.
Flat earthers probably don't believe in aliens.
Well, now it's cubed. I don't think it's flat anymore. I think
Is it cubed now?
Yeah, it's cubed Earth. So look up cubed Earth.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, it's cubed Earth. But let me know in the chat if you do. I do because, like I said, if the universe is so big, I mean, there's got to be something else out there. There has to be. Now, I don't know if anything's really come down to Earth, but I do believe there is life outside of Earth. So is that me believing in aliens?
Yes. An alien is just like a life form unrecognized by Earth.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you believe in aliens? Let me know in the chat, because this is going to be a spooky alien stream. Let me put this on live chat. By the way, if you're in the chat, put it on live chat instead of top chat so you can see all the comments. YouTube defaults you to top chat. And we don't do top chat over here. We like to do live chat because I want to see all the comments. But what do you think about this thumbnail, Jesse? I creeped into this kid's bedroom and I saw this and I was like, first of all, what am I doing in a kid's bedroom? And second of all, why are there aliens here?
I don't know if aliens look like that.
What do you mean? What tits?
You know, like the big head and the big eyes and the little jaws and the skinny body. You know, like I that's like the stereotype of an alien, but I really don't think aliens look like that.
Do you think aliens look like Mexicans?
Oh my gosh. That was a bad joke, Moss.
Huh?
Wonderful, wonderful.
What do aliens look like then? What does an alien look like to you?
Well, the definition of alien really is just an outside life form. So an alien could look like anything. Like, as long as it's a living organism outside of Earth, it's technically an alien.
Well, why is this the alien look? Why, like, this has been the
I don't
look
know.
for
I
years,
think
right?
I think because remember, like,
Because
Area
people
51.
have seen this.
No, in Area 51, that when that whole thing was like, there was that whole debacle, and they said that they had this one alien that they had, you know, were doing testing on or something like that, and
Wait, you're talking about like that
the images came out of that one alien.
the autopsy, the alien autopsy. What was that?
Yeah, and then ever since then, it's like everybody
That's not
thought
real.
this is alien, like what aliens look like. Like
That was a hoax.
all aliens look like this, and that's
Alien
not the case.
autopsy.
I think aliens could look like a bug.
They have
you know?
alien autopsy game, alien autopsy toy. They really capitalized off of the alien autopsy.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. You don't think they look like this? You don't think they look like a mongoloid?
No, I think an alien could be a bug, right? Like if there was a bug alive on Mars,
That's definitely
that's
real.
an alien.
Fact or fiction, uncut. You don't think that's real?
Oh, I'm not saying I don't know if this is real.
Look,
I'm
this
saying
is an actual guy cutting into one of these aliens.
I'm saying I don't think all aliens look like this.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't know. I mean, this looks real to me, Jess. Yeah.
What year was this anyway when
was
this whole thing happened?
5 years ago. This is during COVID. Roswell alien autopsy.
Roswell.
Oh, look at this
Yeah,
one.
that's
This one's
what it
definitely real
was.
right over here. What about this guy? What about that one? He's got a little dick too, this one. This one's got a dick, I think.
Yeah, I
Is
don't
that
know.
a
It's
dick?
like none of it makes sense, you know?
You don't think that's real? I used to love the X-Files. Anyone else used to watch the X-Files? Did you ever watch the X-Files?
I think my dad did.
I tell you, the X-Files was phenomenal. Even the X-Files movie that they made was pretty good. But the show was fun. Like, it was I don't know, maybe it doesn't hold up now. I haven't watched it in years. But I remember when it was on, I loved it. I absolutely loved watching the X-Files, Mulder and Scully. You know, so every once in a while they would run into like Bigfoot, and then it got stupid, you know, but I don't know. I thought X-Files was pretty cool. X-Files is boring? Oh my god, I'm going to vomit right now. X-Files is boring? Holy shit. I thought X-Files was so good. X-Files is all right. I was busy when it was on. What do you mean you were busy? I mean, you could have caught a rerun, VHS, DVD. Yeah, reruns, they were a thing. That's how I caught the X-Files. I never saw, I don't think I was busy when it was on. I think you are autistic. Wiz, you're the best, man. Wiz is becoming one of my faves. He said earlier he said he might be, I think he said he was autistic in the chat. And when he said that, it's been confirmed. Oh my God, he was busy. How was that? I was busy. Like, it's like, ask me if I've ever seen The Sopranos. God, ask me. God, ask me. Ask me.
Have you ever seen The Sopranos?
I was busy.
Why is that so
Oh,
funny?
I don't know. It's just, it sounds like something like a mobster would say, you know?
What?
I was busy. I didn't have time to see The Sopranos. I'm going to use that. Wiz, I'm going to steal that from you. I don't know if he was joking or if he was serious.
I don't get why it's so funny.
I was busy. Has anyone ever said that to you? Hey, have you ever seen that series? You're like, no, I was busy.
What if he was busy?
Yeah, I mean, he could have been. He could have been busy. He probably was. He was busy watching something else. I was busy watching Home Improvement. Never liked sci-fi. Okay, yeah. If you don't like sci-fi, the reason why I liked X-Files was because, I mean, it would be a stretch for me to say within the realm of reason, but what X-Files explored was one believing, one didn't believe. You know, when it came to Mulder and Scully, you know, one was trying to convince the other one that it was real, and the other one was like, yeah, whatever, but kind of loved the other one, so they went along with it. And that's basically a synopsis for X-Files. And I think that's why it was good. If both of them like, yeah, aliens, yeah, let's go. Like if it was both like two people gun-ho like chasing aliens, it would be a different story. But it was the skeptical is what's the word I'm looking for? The skepticism. Yeah. That I enjoyed in it. I did. But I understand why people don't like sci-fi. Let's see. Tron was where I lost my shit. Men in tights throw. Now, see, that's not sci-fi to me. That's just fucking. That's like fantasy. You ever watch Tron? When I was a kid, I liked Tron. Tron. They have a Tron ride in Disney World, I think. But I don't know. I guess it is sci-fi, right? But yeah, that's a little far fetched. But they're riding around in like neon motorcycles, and yeah, it's pretty out there. I wonder if alien pussy is bomb. I mean, it probably is fantastic. It's probably shaven. I mean, I've never seen a hairy alien. You know, so if you like shaven puss, they're pretty slimy looking. Like, look at this guy. Hold on, alien autopsy. Let's check this out.
Moss.
What?
That's from a comedy show.
What do you mean? It's not comedy. This is completely real. This is BBC. Big black cock. Look, that's not comedy. What do you mean?
That's from a comedy show.
That looks real to me, Jesse. Look at that. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna ask people in the chat. What's your number one alien movie? Now, I mean, I think a lot of people just be like, Alien or Aliens. The sequel to Alien was probably better than the first. But I have a favorite alien movie. What's yours?
Oh, I liked the one that you showed me with Mel Gibson.
Signs.
That was a good one.
Yeah, Signs is fun. I like Signs. They didn't like water. Spoiler.
Oh, what was that other one we watched?
Mars Attacks. That's what I was exactly what I was going to say. Mars Attacks is the greatest alien movie of all time. There's not even a question.
What was that other one we watched with the girl and the alien, like,
there's a couple good ones.
No. She, like, lived alone and the alien, like, came into her house and it was, like, walking on its toes. Remember?
Oh, yeah. That was a pretty recent one. Actually, that wasn't bad.
That was good. And it would, like, the alien would, like, manifest people and, like, make people do things.
I think alien abduction or whatever the hell. There was one where there was an alien abduction or I can't remember what the hell it was. There was actually a lot of good alien movies if you think about it.
What was it called? Do you remember what it was called? It was really good.
No, but I know what you're talking about. It was one of those ambitious alien movies. I remember.
I thought it was decent.
Yeah,
like it was actually a good watch. It was different. Shit. It felt different.
We watched 3 episodes of Resident Alien. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I love Resident
But
Alien.
I didn't finish it. But it is very funny. Jack Nicholson playing 2 roles is so random and hilarious. Yeah, and Mars Attack and Starship Troopers are like complete classics. But there are some decent alien movies out there. There's just so many. Fire in the Sky. The Day the Earth Stood Still, 1950.
War of the Worlds was so good.
Which one, though?
Tom Cruise.
That one got really bad reviews.
Wait,
War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise?
I've seen it like 20 times.
Yeah, but it's not good, though.
One of my favorite movies with Dakota Fanning and Tom Cruise and what's his face?
I heard that was terrible. Like, I saw it, but I remember people saying it was terrible.
I loved that movie. I've seen
You like that better than Signs?
I've watched that movie over and over and over again.
The original
such a good movie.
Is a classic, right? So it was 2005. They made a 2021 one that looks so bad with like young kids running around. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I'm talking about
Let's see. Did you guys like that? Oh, Edge of Tomorrow was pretty good. That actually wasn't bad. Wait, what was the one? Was that the one where Tom Cruise kept on getting killed? It was like Groundhog's Day. Oh, Cocoon. Oh, Cocoon's a classic. That's always like a running joke. Every time I talk about old people, Cocoon always comes back. Like I feel like our neighborhood's like Cocoon because all the old people, when I go to the gym, they're all phenomenal athletes. And Cocoon, like old people kind of found the fountain of youth because of aliens or something. You ever see that movie? Mm-mm. It's a Spielberg movie. Now it's Steven Spielberg, who's supposedly making a comeback.
Spielberg's really good.
E.T.
Well, I don't like E.T. But
phenomenal. E.T. is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Actually, how could I forget E.T.? That is emotional. It's such a good fucking movie. It's a banger movie, man. E.T. is fantastic. It's not a kid's movie. What are you talking about? E.T. is phenomenal.
Does Godzilla count as an alien because he's a Titan, right? And he was from a different world.
Well, no, we kind of didn't we make Godzilla? Isn't he like a radioactive creature?
I thought they were from a different world, and then they got were like dormant in.
I think Mothra. Mothra's an alien. I think. I don't think Godzilla was. No.
Are you sure?
No, Mothra. I think right. So War of the Worlds. I got 6.5.
Yeah, I love that movie. I will watch it all the time. Like I'm gonna show my kids that movie too.
Tom Cruise is one of those guys though. I would give it a shot. You know, because
he did
he's
great
so,
in this movie.
He's
really
so over
did.
the top.
No, I think this movie. I think he captured the character pretty well.
Godzilla's from Earth. Yeah. Fifth Element makes me happy. Fifth Element.
Oh my God, Fifth Element.
Wait, isn't that the one with fucking
Bruce Willis?
Yeah, Mila Jovovich or whatever.
Yeah.
And it had who was that? The black
singer,
dude.
yeah.
He's like, yeah. He was like fucking going nuts.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
He was just talking all fast. Chris Tucker.
Oh my God.
Wow, so many good alien movies. Now, I don't typically run to an alien movie, but I don't hate them. I just want it. I want my alien movie.
I think it depends on how it's executed.
Yeah, like the movie she was talking about. I wish I could remember the name, but it was.
Sorry, go ahead.
That alien movie wasn't. It wasn't Jordan Peele.
A Quiet Place.
Quiet Place is all right.
I
yeah,
love
first one.
A Quiet Place. That's
Second
a
one
good
kind of wasn't as good as the first.
I don't remember getting through the second one. I thought we started it and didn't
we saw
finish it.
Yeah, we saw it.
Did we finish it though?
There's a sequel. There's a prequel coming
I
out.
don't think we finished it.
George Lopez. Yeah, we already made the Mexican joke. Come on, Kainoda. You got to show up on time. I already made that joke. You want to see a Tom Cruise movie? Watch Eyes Wide Shut. Oh my God, I haven't seen that in years. That's like a weird artsy movie. You ever see that? I think it was with his ex-wife too. No, wait, who was in that? Eyes Wide Shut. Who was the blonde in that? A Quiet Place sucked. Oh my God. The first one was good. I thought the first one was really good.
Yeah.
The second one I felt could have been better. First one I liked a lot.
Yeah.
Why you didn't like Quiet Place? I thought the
when
concept
she
was
steps
pretty
on
good.
the nail, like, could you imagine? You're not allowed to make a fucking peep, and then your foot literally, goes full force down onto a nail. Like, how do you not make a sound?
All right. Do you think well, that's true? Yeah. You know, there was a movie you know what the movie's really bad? It's not Aliens, but Bird Box.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't bad.
It was fucking horrible. What do you mean it was not
No,
bad?
it wasn't bad.
No, that's a bad movie.
Is that the one with Sandra Bullock?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't mind that one. That one was
fucking
good.
movie was terrible.
No, it was fine.
It was legit trash. Bird Box was so bad.
The Mist? Is that the one where they're like,
The Mist was cool. Yeah, I
Yeah.
liked it. Oh yeah,
Is
that
that
was an
an
alien movie. Yeah.
yeah.
Mist was cool. Yeah, wasn't that Stephen King
I
that
don't
did
remember,
that?
but it was pretty good. I haven't seen it in years, though. I don't even remember it very well. But.
Superman was an alien movie. He's from Krypton. That's true. Yeah, technically. But what's the best Superman movie out there? I got to be honest with you. This is going to be, I'm going to ruffle some feathers. I'm a kid from the Christopher Reeve days. So you would think I would pick Christopher Reeve. I've seen Christopher Reeve fly in the movies. But you know what I pick? Man of Steel. I fucking love that movie. Zack Snyder's
That's the
Man of
one-
Steel.
Is that the
Steel.
one with what's
Although
his face?
Lois sucked in it. Lois is trash.
No, what's his name? Who played Superman? Is that the one with the one that Monica likes?
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
But the one she has like that big crush on?
Man of Steel was good. It was good, man. Man of Steel is just a action-packed, I don't know, brooding Superman. I fucking loved it. And you had fucking, what's his name? Russell Crowe was his dad. You had Krypton and all that shit going on there. The fucking battles, how they were destroying the city with Zod.
I've never
Zod
been a
was fucking
Superman
awesome.
fan. I gotta be honest, like, I don't get it.
I loved it.
I don't get the allure of Superman.
Henry Cavill. Superman sucks because he's invincible. That's why he sucks.
I don't think there's one Superman movie that I've genuinely sat down and wanted to watch.
You liked Man of Steel. I made you watch it.
I just sit down and watch it because other people like Superman, so I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
But
and
you
like
liked Man of
sometimes the
Steel.
movie's executed well, that's fine. But like the actual Superman story, I could give two fucks about.
Yeah, but you liked Man of Steel when we watched it.
Yeah,
You
like
actually
I
really
probably
liked
liked
it,
the execution of the movie, yeah. But like I'm saying Superman, like just
Yeah, he's gay.
I'm not excited about Superman. Like it's just not.
Superman's
I
gay.
don't get it.
He's a gay, very strong superhero that flies and has X-ray
It
vision.
feels more like a fantasy than it does a comic book character. Like it's
my
just
dad.
like,
Don't say it in front of my dad. My dad,
Oh,
he's not a sci-fi guy, but he loves Superman. He fucking loves it.
it's just so lame.
What about Spider-Man? Spider-Man's a dork,
I
but
mean,
I love Spider-Man.
I could get more on board with Spider-Man, but also Spider-Man, I'm not like, oh, I can't wait
You know
to see
why?
that Spider-Man movie.
You know why? Because Tom Holland.
You know what I like is
Tom Holland's
X-Men. I like X-Men, Wolverine, Logan,
Yeah,
all
Wolverine's
that
cool.
stuff. I love that. But like, I don't know, Superman just doesn't do it.
When you were a kid,
Avengers, I love.
this is not we're moving
Marvel
topics.
and DC.
But
Yes.
who was your superhero when you were a kid? Who did you pretend
Iron
you
Man.
were? You pretend you were Iron Man?
I loved Iron Man for a long time.
That's how I know I'm old.
And then
Iron Man came out as an adult and she was a baby.
I was a huge Iron Man fan. And then when I turned about
Oh my
12 or 13, I
my
switched
God.
over to Wolverine, and it was Wolverine from that point forward.
Yeah, me and my brother. I was big on Spider-Man, but I did love Wolverine as well. My brother gravitated towards Wolverine in the comics. Like we chose one. I chose Spider-Man and Venom. Venom was like big.
Wolverine's cool.
But Tom Holland is fucking trash, man. I'm sorry, he's a good actor. He's all right, but him as Spider-Man, it's like it makes me embarrassed to be a Spider-Man fan. You know, he's too kiddie. Tom Holland, right? Even as an adult, he's like.
I think
always
Spider-Man is just too kiddie. To
he's
be
not.
honest,
Did you read the comics? Mary
No,
Jane
I
had
never
big
read the
tits.
Spider-Man comics.
Mary Jane was like a fucking drop dead gorgeous, and then he was running around with fucking Black Cat.
It's too kiddie.
They're all big. Kitty.
It's too weird.
The Jugs, Eric Larson, Todd McFarlane.
It's
who used to
literally
drugs.
about a kid in high school.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Spider-Man's not about that. It's about an adult that was a photographer that ran around. He worked for the it was an adult thing, but because they try to go back, you know, like they try to go back and bring out the kids version of Spider-Man now, so it's like no, he was a man.
Well,
It's Spider-Man. It's not Spider-Kid. You know?
I'll tell you what, the movies then ruined any enticement
That's
I
a good
had
trigger.
in reading the comic books.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I ran around as Spider-Man. Like I loved it. But I like to be the Hulk too when I was a kid, just because I like to growl.
The Hulk is cool though. I will say the Hulk is cool, but like, that's not.
He's helped save the world, right, Jacob? Talk some sense into this girl.
I'm not saying Spider-Man's like the crappiest superhero out there. I mean, I can get on board with Spider-Man, but I'm not like, if a Spider-Man movie is about to be released, I'm not like super excited to see the Spider-Man movie. It's not like I'm like, Moss, we have to go see that. The only reason I would say that is because he loves Spider-Man so much, so I would do it more for him than for myself. Now, if a Logan movie was coming out, then I'm like, fuck yes, let's go see that.
Oh yeah, I mean, who doesn't love Logan?
Deadpool, I like Deadpool. X-Men,
But as a
anything
kid, did
X-Men.
you know who Deadpool was? You had no idea.
I didn't know who Deadpool was until I was a teenager, I think.
Yeah. So like when you're a kid, usually like you know the big ones. You know what I'm saying? Like Superman, Batman, Spider-Man.
But I didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Superman was
like Wolverine actually. But then again, those old X-Men movies came out.
I was a
when
Wolverine
you were
fan
a kid.
since I was like, I don't know, like 12ish maybe.
Yeah. When did the first X-Men come out with what's his name? Hugh Jackman. You were just a teen.
Yeah, I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just a kid.
Venom's phenomenal. Yeah, I used to in school. That's why I have Venom on me. Like I used to just draw Venom. To this day, ask Jesse.
Oh yeah, Venom's cool.
I'm
yeah.
drawing Venom at the park. Like
That's another weird thing. Like I can't.
love it.
I'm not like a huge Spider-Man person, but like Venom, I really like Venom a lot.
Yeah, but the movie version's not him. It's not him.
Really?
No, yeah, Venom's a bad guy.
I should read the comics just so I can.
Yeah, Venom's bad. He's not good. He don't like Spidey. Movies ruined it.
No, I don't like Wonder Woman.
Yeah, you don't like any girly heroes? Who
Oh,
brought up Superman?
I like Black Widow. I like her. She's pretty cool. Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
I like her.
So you found him through movies then, most of the superheroes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't like a big comic book reader.
No, you weren't a nerd like me. Yeah, I was fucking.
Although I wish I was. Like looking back, I do wish that I was like more into comic books because I probably could like
go through our go through the stash downstairs. You have to go through that stash.
There's like hundreds of books.
If you went through it, I guarantee you'd be like, I got to read these fucking things. It has the whole lore of Spider-Man, Venom, Wolverine, all that stuff is in there. Yeah.
The Wolverine ones I would read.
Yeah, I got a lot of X-Men books. I didn't like X-Men too much because of their artists. Anyway, this is not the comic book stream, which is next. That's the next one. This is the Alien stream. So now, whoever said Superman drove us down that path, but now here we're back onto aliens. So all right, I want to know in the chat a quick yes or no. Do you believe in aliens? And Jesse has nixed the illegal alien thing, so just aliens alone from space, outer space aliens. Do you believe in them? A quick yes or no. I'm on the yes train. And Jesse?
Yes.
Jesse's on the yes train as well. Now with me being on the yes train, I am still on the fence with them ever coming here. I don't quite think they came here. I don't believe that.
Wait, what?
I don't believe aliens really
have
landed here.
visited Earth?
Well, not in my lifetime. Maybe before my lifetime or something like that. But I don't.
If it was before your lifetime, then why wouldn't they be here now?
I'm saying it's possible, but from what I've seen, any of the stuff that I've seen now, maybe tonight, with what we show you, maybe I'll be a believer. But I do believe there's things out there. I just don't believe that I've seen anything that proves that they are here. I just believe it. It's like a faith, you know?
Well, I find it difficult to believe that we are the only people in a universe full of galaxies and planets, and that just doesn't make sense to me.
What do you think about the theory about aliens are actually demons? Not one thing has come from outer space. They've only been seen inside. I totally don't believe that. But what do you what do you think about aliens? I mean, you would. She's better to answer that.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case.
Aliens being demons.
I think aliens are their own entity, like life forms unrecognized by planet Earth, and demons are more on a spiritual other realm type of level.
I think people's logic is like angels are aliens or some shit like that. Angels are demons. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Maybe we'll
what does
blend.
that have to do with aliens?
I don't know. Maybe
it's
whoever
believes
believes in
not
that.
Aliens and demons.
Well, people believe aliens are demons for some reason, right? But if you think about it this way, God created everything.
Demons
right?
are not outer world. Demons are other realm. It's way different. Outer world is just like outside of the world we know. A realm is not. It's not like it's a very different. I guess it depends on what you believe, really.
Yeah, that's the problem. We probably all believe in something different. So, yeah. I don't know. I can't get on board with demons. Like, I think demons are cool. Like, I like. If there's a demon in a movie, I'm watching. Like, I'm in. Like, I'm totally in. I think demons are really cool. But,
are aliens supernatural though, Jacob, or are they just
think.
another life form we don't know about? Like, here's the thing: aliens are really just from a different
extraterrestrial
part of our universe. Demons are not part of. It's not like, you know what I mean. Like, demons are all even like every. It's hard to explain, but it's not like
they're outside the universe.
They're not in this world. Like, or outside of this world, they're in a whole other realm of existence. Like, it's not even like. How do I explain this?
Do you believe demons are real?
I do.
And you believe aliens are real?
Yes, but I don't believe they're the same thing.
So what if an alien fought a demon? Who would win?
I don't know. Probably the demon, I would think.
I would imagine, right? The demon should beat the alien. Thank you, Joe Mama. 2 months, says the Gummy Ganger. Says, we are technically aliens if you think. Yes, we are. 100%. So we're demons, according to other people out there. We are aliens.
Right. So how does that
make
sense?
We roam a planet. We are literally aliens. And with the logic of aliens being demons, we're demons. And I'm fine with that. I have no problem. People think I'm a demon. See, demons are a fallen angel. So I am clearly a fallen angel, considering I am an alien walking this planet.
People are going to get struck by lightning.
I could be an angel if you think about it. We all could be angels.
Excuse me while I just inch away a couple.
But that's what her dad does when we're at. He kind of, but he laughs though. At least your dad laughs.
Still makes him nervous.
No, he's not.
Oh yes, he
is. If you're, secure in your faith, nothing is going to make you nervous. If someone says, "Oh, the devil," it's not going to affect you because you have your beliefs. So he's not nervous.
I'm not going to go into all that. That's like all religious shit. We're talking about aliens right now.
I'm a handicapped angel offspring. I mean, if we are aliens, which we are, we are an alien. We are walking a planet. We are literally walking on this planet.
We are an alien to other life forms.
Yeah, so if there's another life form out there,
yes, we would be considered the aliens.
Yeah, we are those weird-looking creatures, right? Because we most likely look different than them. And then if aliens are demons, then we are demons. We could be. I mean, if we have spirits inside of us, we could have some sort of, I don't want to say demonic, but maybe angel inside of us, right? I didn't even have a gummy yet.
I don't even think you know what you're talking about. I think you're just
I'm entertaining the ridiculous. I don't believe in any of this shit. I believe there is life outside of this planet, yes. So I do believe in aliens, to circle back around. But this is a very interesting conversation. Very, very interesting. Now, we're going to watch some videos tonight, and we're going to explore the alien lore. We're going to see other people's encounters, and we're going to say, hey, is this creeping you out? Is this real? Is this not real? What do you think? Yeah. We are living beings. Aliens are living beings. Demons would be disembodied beings. Yeah, right? That makes sense, I would imagine, what Two Jam said, right? I mean, demons are spirits, right? They're or not
They're
spirits.
a little more than spirits.
There's,
but-
I don't know what the fuck they are. All I know is they fear me because of my claws, my Wolverine claw. If a demon came in, I would slice its head off with my Logan claws. And bye bye, demon. Some aliens are living beings. Oh,
Beans.
they're beings. I posted some of my own videos in Discord that I personally took. Okay, we'll start there. Ooh. Well, he's in New Mexico. If I was living in New Mexico and there's like weird ass fucking lights in the sky, I'd probably be in the same boat.
We get weird lights in the sky here in Arizona, Mom.
We do. Yeah, we do. But I feel Mexico is like, that's ground zero for demons. For demon beings. We do have a lot of illegal aliens. I mean, aliens here. There are a lot. That's why I believe in them. All right, let's see. Okay, so where would Joe have put this? In regular Discord? Or, you see, I saw a Sleeper put that thing of The Rock. Man, it's crazy, man. There's an A24 movie coming out. Actually, maybe we'll just talk about it tomorrow.
What is it? Drama?
Yeah, The Rock plays Mark Kerr. Oh, look at this. Check this out. It's pretty badass. Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth.
Mark Ruffalo?
Wait. Plus Ruffalo, you reunite with Hemsworth, Pixar laser. Wait. Smashing Machine. No, that's not it. The fuck, Chris. By the way, I'm so sick of Chris Hemsworth. He's so dreamy and everything, but fucking hell, dude. I want to see the before and after. Look at this. See, look, this is the guy that The Rock's playing, former UFC. And look at him in this picture. Isn't that crazy? He doesn't even look like The Rock, right? Isn't that nuts? Looks nothing like him. He's like transforming. Anyway, sorry, let's go to Joe Mama's video. He looks like an alien. I saw something inside of it. Hold on, what does it say? We were driving to Vallejo about 25 years ago, and I'll never forget it. Kind saw an alien. The craft I saw was moving around. Read what he's saying. Go ahead, read it. It's perfect for this stream.
The craft I saw was moving around in crazy angles. It landed in the crops, and then a few minutes later, thousands of rabbits ran into the highway.
Huh? What do you think about that?
Haas, do you really believe?
Yeah, I believe it. He's seen it all. He saw a fucking coyote. He saw that mangy coyote on the side. He sees everything. I'm telling you, I bet he would swear up and down. Okay, so here we go. Here's Joe Mama's video. Oh, shit. There's one of them. Is there a sound to this? All right, so something in the sky there. What do you think that is?
A plane? It's blinking.
It does look like it looks like a helicopter, to be honest. But it is a weird blink, right?
It's probably just coming straight at him.
That is an odd light, though.
Not really.
No?
Looks
What
like
do you
a
think it is? It's definitely not a plane. It's not a plane. A plane doesn't fly like that. It looks like it could be a helicopter, though.
Yeah, because you can see. Yeah, it's probably. Yeah.
Because you can see the propellers.
Yeah. Definitely not.
But you never
a
know.
UFO.
Hold on. Let's get closer. Hold on. Let's get into this. Hold on. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh, that's a helicopter, guys.
Yeah, it looks like they're looking for fucking Joe Mama. Looking for a crazy
It's
kid.
probably got like the spotlight on the front of it. You can literally see. You
It
can
is bright,
see,
though.
Like the way the light reflects when the propellers go around.
He's probably looking for John Jones. John Jones is probably loose again. All right, I'll see what else he's got here. But what do you guys think? Do you
More
think?
helicopters.
I mean, it might. Who knows? Who knows? You never know, man. Listen, after a couple of edibles, and you
It's
look up into the
Kirby
sky.
powering up.
If I had a couple in me, and I saw that, I'd probably be in the same boat. Let's see. Maybe. Yeah, it has that flashing light.
I gotta be honest, dude. That's not an alien.
Yeah, it looks like a helicopter. Right? Because just the way the propellers. What do you? Let's see. It's all the same thing from different weeks.
That's because helicopters don't fly just one night out of the
Well,
year.
yeah, it looks like it looks like one of those helicopters that is searching for someone.
Yeah.
Like John Jones.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's probably got a spotlight on it.
Yeah, that's probably it. Usually, if it's like a flying saucer, don't they say it like kind of zips, right? It doesn't fly typical. And this, you can see the flashing on the lights.
Yeah, you can. It's literally going in one. It's on a.
It kind of notices it's a drone.
Regardless, it's not a UFO.
I mean,
guys.
maybe it's a drone. I don't know.
It's definitely a
I
helicopter.
don't know. It looks like a helicopter to me.
Yeah.
But I like it. This is real footage. Guys, listen to this. Oh, we need alien music. Hold on. Hold on a second. Let me make some quick alien music. Jesse, talk to the chat. I need to Suno some alien music.
I didn't see any propellers. Well, you're not going to see the propellers at nighttime, but you're going to see the reflection. Like, do you see how, like, when the light kind of, like, if Moss can play it again, the light kind of, like, flashes in different areas, like, on repetition? That's, like, the reflection of the propellers. Like, I got to be honest, dude, I'm pretty sure that's a helicopter. I'm not, like, you know, I'm not going to completely debunk it because nobody really knows, but.
Yeah, nothing's impossible.
Yeah. You
never know. And in New Mexico, beware.
Someone sent out a drone to find out who's singing in the middle of the night over there.
Asuno got rid of the 250 credits. All right, instrumental.
So what do you do now?
So they only give you 50 credits. I tell you what, I use it so much. I fucking love Suno, and I mix it with the other AI stuff. I tell you what, I would pay a subscription for Suno. I would 100% pay. It's like $130 for the year.
Fuck that.
I would 100% do it, but I'm not doing it now. I mean, it's not like we could afford that shit, but I'm just saying, it's very useful. All right, so very creepy.
Hey, 2 joins. Omar, Guido, Kanoto, Freedom, blah, blah. Sup, Ann, says Jamie. Cayman says, sup, Ann. Isn't it UAP now or something like that? What? Unidentified. What does UAP stand for? Unidentified air. Something?
The fuck?
Smoking some Candyland for
go.
you 2 joints. You don't see the propellers during the day either. Yeah, I mean, they move. I mean, I guess you can kind of see like a shadow during the day, right?
Oh, that's good, right? You like that? Is that good alien music? Should I put some words?
What's the other ones? Oh, okay, there we go. This is like X-Files.
Not this one.
Nah, I like the one before this.
This actually sounds like an alien. It's kind of creepy, huh?
Nah, the one before this is better.
You like this?
Yeah. Yeah, that one's better.
I like this one. It's eerie. Eerie electronic. He'll spit out one more. You don't like this?
Yeah, that one's okay.
I want like more of a like meek nork type sound to it. Oh, I get an idea. Creepy alien intro. Bear with me, guys. This is kind of like horror music, though, right? It doesn't sound like...
Yeah, it doesn't really... Can you stop it, though? Because it's hurting my ears a little bit.
What's wrong? All right, creepy alien music intro.
It's like, you know, like the nails on the chalkboard kind of thing? It's like that.
Okay, so this song's going to be called Neek Nork, okay? You remember Neek Nork, the old Neek Nork from back in the day, Jess? Do you remember that? Like the good old days, Neek Nork?
Neek Nork?
You don't remember that?
I think you showed me once.
Wait, you don't remember Neek Nork?
I think I do.
When we used to have that alien song. I don't know where the hell it is. Where we put the tinfoil hat.
Oh, you're talking about our bit?
Yeah, Neek Nork.
Oh, yeah.
Neek.
I do remember that.
Nork.
That's my profile picture on my YouTube channel. It's our tinfoil hats.
Hold on, let me speak alien real quick. Neek Nork. Neek Nork. Neek. Okay. And then just do outro. Outro. We're gonna get to the videos. Creepy alien. Oops. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Alien. Okay. It's called Neeknork. Anyway, what else are we talking about? All right, so this is called Neeknork Neek, okay? Let's hear it. Fucking amazing. Phenomenal. It sounds like an abduction is happening right now, Jess. It's a banger right here. Want to do some drugs? Come on, let's rave. Neeknork. It's like some 9 Inch Nails shit. Wow. Is that it? I don't know. Okay. Let's see what else I got.
Neeknork Neek. Knock Neek Neek.
We might have it. Oh boy. Creepy. You like it?
Flippy knock Neek. Knock Neek.
You like it?
No.
It's like a Scandinavian. Should it have no Neeknorks in it? Or should we do one more? Roll the dice for more Neeknork.
Sure.
Okay, we'll do a couple more Neeknorks. This is a very creepy alien stream. Neeknork Neek. Okay. This one's called Neeknork Neek. It's like Blade.
Neeknork Neek.
Alright, forget the music.
All right.
Forget it. You're wasting so much time on this, and none of them are good.
This is it. We can use this one. Okay. This will be it. This will be the one, guys. Out of This World, this is called. This is phenomenal. All right, guys, you ready? I'm going to take you to a land. I'm going to take you to a place that you didn't think you would wind up on a Tuesday night. Ready, Jess?
Mm-hmm.
I lost it. Where'd I put it? Shit. Where'd it go? Where'd the song go? Where'd it go? It was just here. Oh, here it is. Okay. We're ready. Are you ready? Joe Mama put a video in here. Clear UFO footage compilation. Let's go. The fuck is this? What's music? Where's this music playing? The fuck, dude? What the fuck, dude? All right, here we go. What's that, Jess? See, now that's more. Okay, enough of this. That is more. This over here.
Looks like something falling.
No, but see the way it's moving? With my trained alien eyes, it's not moving in a natural way.
I can't even see what
Watch,
it is.
check it out. Check it out, Jess. Check it out. Take a good look. See, now you see that little dot? Yeah, let's get a little closer for you guys at home, for the people. Okay, see that? We'll put it in 1080 so we can see the alien as clear as possible. There he goes. See? It looks kind of like a balloon, but
Yeah, I mean,
but see the way it's moving? Nothing moves like
it
that.
does look like a balloon.
But then nothing moves like that, Jesse. That's clearly an alien. Watch it. Watch it, Jess. Watch. Oh my god. You fucking see that?
I see a balloon.
That's not a balloon. That's not a fucking balloon, Jesse.
I see a balloon.
That's Kobe Bryant's head. Oh, that's Kobe Bryant's head. Okay. What do you guys say? Yes or no alien? Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. That looks like... Okay, what about this?
Satellite.
But see the way it's moving?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. Oh, that's definitely not a satellite.
See, now that's weird. That is a little odd. See, now, yeah, if Joe Mama, if the fucking thing was moving around like that, I'd say, okay, you need to take shelter. Now, that could be anything, right? That could be...
Well, it's definitely not a satellite or a plane.
It could be someone putting something like, you know, like a laser or some shit. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? That is odd, the way it's moving. But it kind of looks like a light, right? It kind of looks like when, you know, one of those super lights that... I don't know. But then you would kind of... If it was a big-ass bright light...
I don't know about that.
You think it's a spaceship?
Yeah, that one's questionable.
Or it could be one of those floaties on the camera. It's not even there.
No, I'd say that one's pretty questionable.
Okay, so is that yes?
A possibility.
Okay. What do you guys say? Ann says fake. It could be so many things. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, this is in Hungary.
Oh, please.
Oh, you take a good look. Take a
There's
good
no
look.
way that's fucking real.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Okay.
What?
No.
What?
It was like a frisbee.
No, that's not a frisbee. What the fuck
That
kind
looks
of
like
frisbee?
a fucking frisbee.
It kind of looks like CGI, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy that one.
Oh, that was in real speed, Jess. Did you see that?
Get the fuck out of here.
What do you mean? You don't believe? Whoa, what's this? What's this? Oh boy, what's that? It's like a blob. It's like a light blob. What do you think that is? Whoa, 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 whoa! It's like the ring.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's a little odd, right? What the fuck is that?
Oh, that's pretty weird, actually.
Yeah, it went back in. Now you think about it. Oh, here's a close up of it, right? Whoa, look at that.
Huh.
Okay, that was cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
What do you guys think? All right, what is that? What does everyone think that is?
I'm gonna say possible.
You think it's a possum?
Possible.
That's you on shrooms, an alien bunghole. Yeah, if you looked up at the sky and saw that, you'd be a little creeped out, right? It's a little strange. Here's England. And there's another one of those cylinder things.
It looks like a rocket.
Looks like something out of Star Wars. Looks like a lightsaber.
Nah, I don't buy it.
Well, what is that? What the fuck is it?
I mean, it could also be...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What?
Okay, you gotta stop yelling because the kids are sleeping.
What just happened? It just vanished. Wait, what can it be, Jess? There's the thing again.
Stop it.
It's back. It's like a giant
It doesn't
dildo.
even look real.
It's like an alien space dildo. Look, 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 look.
Oh, stop it.
Look, there it is.
That's definitely not real.
You don't think that's real?
No.
What do you think
Who
that
found
is?
this footage? Who's responsible for this?
It's a space hammer. They killed gravity. That's Bryce Mitchell. He's up there. Did you know that I'm an alien? That's how I knew the Earth is really flat. Look at that, Jess. That's clearly real. No way is that fake. There's a lot of
It looks like
long ones. Mexico.
meteorite.
Home of the aliens. Look at this, Jesse. Look at this. See that? It went through the mountain.
No, it didn't.
Oh, what was that?
No, I don't buy it.
Okay, what about
flare.
that? What's this? USA. Home of the brave. What could that be? Those are two planes. And then a white thing. And it's like I don't know what the fuck that is. About that, Jess. Something's falling from the sky. Up yonder. Look, look. That's a drone.
Drone for sure, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what kind of fucking idiot? Who put this one up? Yeah, you know what? This
You
is
can
starting to
even
piss me off.
see where the propellers are on the drone.
Yeah, that was a drone. That's a bummer. There's some duds in the middle of real interesting ones. Let's see what this is. What the fuck? Those planes?
The military craft.
We get those cool planes over here. No way. All right. Okay. All right. We're getting out of here. They literally just showed us planes. Okay. There's the part
Who
of the
did
video.
this?
They just showed us planes. They showed us like 4 like fighter jets. Okay. Maybe those are alien fighter jets. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, there's more, Jesse. True alien stories. Right before we went live. True alien, look at this. Okay, true alien encounters. Oh, it's 4 hours. No, it's no good. We don't have 4 hours.
2 hours.
Why are these so long? These people got no lives. Best evidence proving
Well, look
aliens
at us,
exist.
moms. We're sitting here going through them. What do you mean these people have no lives?
Okay, this is best evidence that aliens exist. This is from a channel called 8.2 million views 8 months ago. Be amazed. What a channel. Be amazed. You ready? What you're going to see. I warn you, what you're about to see may be a little startling. Oh, by the way, Jessie saw that Devil movie. She loved it.
Out to sea is a former U.S. intelligence official in July 2023 testifying under oath regarding the U.S. government's interaction with
Wonderful.
Donations take precedence.
Why does every UFO footage filmed by the worst cameraman just hold the damn camera still?
No.
Yeah, right?
But I guess if it's an object that's very far away and you're fully zoomed in, it's a little harder to keep the camera on the object while it's moving.
Yeah, anytime you do zoom in, it does get super shaky. But it is funny though, right? Like every time, it's always some knucklehead with Parkinson's.
unidentified extraterrestrial aircraft and their unusual pilots.
Oh, you know what's a good alien movie? The one
Independence Day with Will Smith.
District 9.
Oh.
You ever see that? That's a good flick. I think they're making a sequel.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we?
Would you trust her? Lisa Loeb over here. Would you trust her?
No.
You say. Yeah, she's too young, right? To be part of
No,
this.
it's not even that. It's just these people are like, their job is to lie.
You're supposed to be like 60, 70 years old when you're on these panels.
We have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft.
She might,
As
be in
I've
her, she
stated
might be in her 40s.
publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
No, your ears aren't deceiving you.
Look at this guy's face, too. Like,
He's a
United
liar.
States Air Force officer and intelligence.
he looks like fucking Sonosi. How the fuck can we believe this guy? He's got those big nostrils and shit.
Well, he doesn't. Yeah, but he doesn't close his eyes when he talks. So that helps him.
Oh, shit. Sorry, Sonosi. I didn't see you in the chat. Fucking guy looks too much like Sonosi. How could we believe this guy?
Official David Grush, among other government officials, is genuinely claiming that we are not alone in the universe, and that in fact, the U.S. government has
You know how I
been
know
keeping
he's
the world
lying?
in the dark about.
When
Well, we don't know.
when people lie, one of the things that I notice that people do, like if they're really trying to tell a story, right, and like whatever narrative they're trying to push to get you to believe it, they go like this when they're talking.
Wide-eyed?
It's like their eyes get really big, they lift their eyebrows really high, and it's like, oh, you gotta believe me, like this is, you know, like. But most people who are telling a story don't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if they're really trying to push a narrative, they like, you know, like it's like they're trying to like stare the story into your brain.
Some truly crazy findings for years. Have extraterrestrials really been visiting and even spying on us for decades? Today, we'll be attempting to get to the bottom of that question. From mysterious snapshots of unexplainable flying
That
objects
shit is from Spaceballs right there.
to official government reports and a possible interview with an alien being, here's some of the best evidence we have proving aliens exist.
I can't wait, guys. We found
By
a gem.
multiple highly reliable military personnel, and is probably the most striking proof of alien life or technology visiting Earth. And that's why I'm going to explain it first and in depth. We even have the footage to prove it. It goes like this. A naval strike group, led by the U.S. aircraft carrier the USS Nimitz, was conducting pre-deployment exercises off the northwest coast of Mexico in late 2004. On the 10th of November, the USS Princeton picked up unusual radar.
Wonderful, wonderful.
There he is, Sonosi coming in.
1. Fuck you both. 2. My favorite alien movie and on my top 10 horror films. The Thing.
Thing. What's
yes.
The Thing?
That's a classic. Oh my God, you never seen The Thing?
What's The Thing?
Haven't seen that since I was a kid, so it'd probably be like a brand new movie for me.
The Thing?
You never seen The Thing? Yeah, that's a classic. But then they made a remake of it and shit. Thank you, Sonosi.
Who's in The Thing?
Dolph Lundgren. No, I don't remember.
Signals
Well, The Thing was in it.
Near San Clemente Island. These signals didn't appear as any known aircraft and would randomly appear in groups of 5 to 10 at a time. The senior operator of the radar system had almost 2 decades of experience working with these systems and was an expert with this scientific system at the time of the incident, so he was puzzled as to what was going on. Suspecting a malfunction, the recently upgraded Spy-1 radar was switched off and recalibrated. To everyone's surprise, this only led the radar tracks to become even stronger. They observed firsthand how the targets performed physics-defying feats. For example, the objects moved too fast to be birds, too slow to be conventional aircraft, and in some cases, descended from...
Getting back to reality, Rangers in 7 and F aliens.
You want to fuck aliens? Rangers, oh my God. I mean, I guess I'll take it, but I don't want Rangers in 7. I would like Rangers in about 5 or 6 would be nice. A sweep would be good too, but yeah, Florida's pretty good. But I guess Rangers winning is good. Fucking Vancouver, man. I wanted Vancouver to win, and they lost in Game 7. Those fucking Oilers. Those oily Oilers. I wanted to see Rangers Vancouver. We're not going to see that now. But did you know the Final Four here? Rangers versus Florida.
You have not stopped talking about it since...
Yeah, she doesn't care. But I tell you what, I do, very much so. And I won't stop until it's over. I was even telling your parents about it. They were pretending they cared. Your dad goes, how's everything going? I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you, fantastic. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, let me tell you why it's fantastic. When I was a kid, I marched in the Rangers parade in 94. My mom went to all the games.
Oh, I've heard all
and
that.
I told the whole fucking, my whole story. It's been 30 years. Jesse wasn't even born the last time the Rangers won a Stanley Cup. And here I am, 30 years later, with a beautiful family and a chance to see my Rangers do it again as a mature adult. And I'm telling you, Dad, the story. He's like, oh, that's great. Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck.
I don't give a shit. No one gives a fuck. It's so weird. Well, my parents do. My parents give a shit.
Your parents are Rangers fans.
Man, I don't understand why people don't like sports. Like, it's weird to me. But, I mean,
that
in
doesn't mean
fairness.
that people don't like sports.
Yeah.
Just because they don't like your team or like they're not like interested in
Your
what
parents
you're
like
interested in.
sports.
I never said that.
Yeah. But I'm saying I never understood why
doesn't
people don't
mean
like
people
it.
don't like sports.
Yeah,
like,
well, I was referring to your parents in that situation. And actually you too. Like if sports.
No, I like sports.
But if team sports went away, would you lose any sleep?
I think if I were like less distracted by life and more invested in it, I probably would.
Yeah, but you're not.
But I am distracted by life.
Yeah, I'm not. No matter how distracted by life I am,
well, you're also not taking care of the kids.
I'll always be homed in. No matter, even if the kids, I would push them aside and say this is more important.
You do push them aside and say this is more important. What are you talking about? You prioritize your games over whatever the fuck's going on in the house that day. But that's a story for another time.
My kids will do the same to their kids. I'll raise them correctly.
Let's move on.
I don't know. You're missing out. If you don't like team sports, you're missing out tremendously. I mean, you got the UFC. UFC's phenomenal. But, man, oh, man. It's a beautiful thing. Hold on. We got a couple of alerts coming in here. Let's let them play. Jessie is not a soccer mom until you purchase. Yeah, wait until the kids start playing sports. Well, then they might not. They actually might not. We'll see. Combat Sports is the only thing I need. What are you talking about? You're running around talking about the Buffalo Bills. Yelling every fucking 5 seconds. What are you talking about?
How do you wipe with those claws? Oh, look, Speedy.
That's right. I don't need to wipe my ass because these beautiful claws. Thank you, Tom, for the $2 donation. You're a gentleman and a scholar. These are pretty comfortable in the hands. I might keep them here. They might be a regular item. I like that. What do you think about the butt fucking gummies?
I love it.
You like that?
Mm-hmm. I'm really interested in what's going on in this video.
I'm more interested in this.
You hear that jam? The Thing 2011 would be worth it for you guys. It's actually a prequel to the 1982 The Thing.
Yeah, I never seen
Watch
it.
on a weekend. Also for the original, it had Kurt Russell as the star.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, the original is a, I mean, wow, 1982. Man, what a classic. That's an oldie. But 2011 was a prequel. I didn't know that. Interesting. I never seen the 2011 one. We're going to have to watch those. You ready to watch The Thing? A classic movie. The Thing. Thank you, Sonosi. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. If you just jump it in, friends, we're learning about aliens. Are they real? Are they not real? Let's get back into it. Thank you for the donations.
From space to sea level in seconds. Imagine dropping in altitude from over 20,000 meters in mere seconds.
Oh,
now
shit.
That's turbulent.
I just saw Casey gifted a membership. That slipped through the cracks. Vito Garcia, TX, was gifted a gummy gang from KC, the wonderful KC. KC. Ready, Jeff? Satisfied KC. On a Tuesday night, aliens and gummy gang.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay, now that we got that out of the way. Thank you, Casey. You're welcome, Garcia. Look at that. Casey's the best.
Then the objects would hang around for hours. These observations were witnessed for multiple days. Each time they occurred, the crew would view these tiny specks moving irregularly in the distance through their high-powered binoculars on board. Then, on the morning of November the 14th, something extraordinary unfolded. Strike Fighter Squadron 41 took off from the aircraft carrier on a regular training operation when suddenly these mysterious radar tracks were spotted again. Lieutenant Douglas Kurth was instructed to investigate the unknown target approaching from the south. As he made his way to the coordinates, he saw a large disturbance in the water and claims to have seen something submerged just below the surface. He said it reminded him of a submarine or ship below the surface of the ocean. The strike group of ships did include the USS Louisville, a nuclear submarine, and it was in the vicinity, so it could have been the reason for the turbulence in the water, but what was witnessed later makes that idea seem implausible. You see, Kurth was joined by 2 other fighter jets, both containing 2 people each, the lead of which was piloted by Commander David Fravor. Fravor also claims to have seen the disturbance on the ocean.
He would be a pilot, right? What else would he do? Either bagging groceries or a pilot. Like, those are the 2 options he's got, right? I could see this guy working at Fry's, right? Or flying a plane. One or the other. I don't see any other job that this guy can complete. Like, he's got to be a pilot or a grocery guy. What do you think? What other job would you see him?
I don't know.
Right? He's got that face. He's got either one or the other, pilot or a grocery guy. Neither job is bad.
I'm so fascinated by this. I kind of want to just watch it. Like,
sorry.
And described it as much larger than a submarine. As Kurth made his way back to the Nimitz, Commander Fravor...
Hold on.
Wonderful.
People got things to say, Jesse. Kainoto.
I posted a short about the McPherson family alien abduction. It's pretty creepy. They've studied the film shot by these regular folk and determined if it's fake. It's the most elaborate produced hoax ever by novices without Hollywood experience. All on VHS.
But it is proven to be a hoax? Is that what you're saying? I have to check that out next. Thank you. We'll see how far we can get into this. I don't know if I can do 50 minutes of this.
Fravor and his wingman decided to take a closer look. Now, I'm going to show you the clip of Commander Fravor explaining this encounter in his own words in front of Congress, animating the story as he goes.
We arrived at the location at approximately 20,000 feet in a controller called merge plot, which means that our radar blip was now in the same resolution cell as the contact. As we looked around, we noticed that we saw some whitewater off our right side. It's important to note that the weather on this day was as close to perfect as you could ask for off the coast of San Diego.
Oh, just get to the point, bro. You saw aliens. Just say it.
It's important information, Ross.
Just fucking say it.
Stop interrupting. I want to hear what he says.
I saw. Oh. Hold on. People got something to say?
Look up the story of Kurt Russell seeing UFO.
What the fuck? Wait, Kurt Russell seeing a UFO? Thank you, Casey. Thank you. The donations are not letting Jesse see the rest of this movie, this video.
Light winds, calm seas, no whitecaps from waves. So the whitewater stood out in a large blue ocean. All four of us, because we were in F-18Fs, so we had pilots and Wizzo in the back seat, looked down and saw a white tic-tac object with a longitudinal axis pointing north-south and moving very abruptly over the water like a ping-pong ball. There were no rotors, no rotor wash, or any sign of visible control surfaces like wings. As we started clockwise towards the object, my Wizzo and I decided to go down and take a closer look with the other aircraft staying in high cover to observe both us and the tic-tac. We proceeded around the circle about 90 degrees from the start of our descent, and the object suddenly shifted its longitudinal axis.
Said he sounded like Kermit.
Hi-ho. Yeah, I was flying this plane, and a piggy came by and gave me a hand job, and then all of a sudden...
aligned it with my aircraft and began to climb. We continued down another 270 degrees, nose low, where the tic-tac, or we considered 270 degrees to where, and we went nose low to where the tic-tac would have been. Our altitude at this point was about 15,000 feet, and the tic-tac was about 12,000. As we pulled nose onto the object, within about a half mile of it, it rapidly accelerated in front of us and disappeared. Our wingmen, roughly 8,000 feet above us, lost contact also. We immediately turned back to see where the whitewater was at, and it was gone also. So as we started to turn back towards the east, the controller came up and said, "Sir, you're not going to believe this, but that thing is at your cat point, roughly 60 miles away in less than a minute. You can calculate the speed." We returned to Nimitz. We were taking off our gear. We were talking to one of my crews that was getting ready to launch. We mentioned it to them, and they went out and luckily got the video that you see, that 90-second video.
As Commander Fravor's group returned to the aircraft carrier, he briefed the next flight crew that was departing and told them to be on the lookout. The crew heading out was equipped with an advanced targeting, forward-looking infrared camera system, which was controlled by the weapons system operator seated behind the pilot, who was Chad Underwood. Can we just appreciate that name for a second? Chad Underwood, the frat boy to rule all frat boys. Anyway, minutes after departing, Underwood locked onto something on his radar a few tens of kilometers away. Underwood said,
"The part that drew our attention was how the object wasn't behaving within the normal laws of physics."
Now, let's watch the video which supposedly recorded the craft. As you can see, the black and white version of the video is in infrared, and Underwood changes to visible light, revealing the blurry oval object in the distance. He then changes back to infrared and toggles his zoom numerous times. Suddenly, the UFO disappears off the side of the screen. Unfortunately, the target was too far away to be seen with the naked eye, and Underwood nor his pilot made visual contact. Following their encounter, the Naval Strike Group continued detecting anomalous radar tracks for at least 2 more days. Skeptics have tried to explain the footage as being an airplane of some sort, but airplanes can't zip around the sky as if gravity is non-existent. And whilst the witness accounts are so extraordinary that you may assume they're made up, consider that dozens of high-ranking and highly reliable military personnel have corroborated the stories. Commander Fravor, along with other witnesses, also claimed they saw an extended version of the video that was in a higher resolution, but it has never been released. All footage from the events were supposedly erased the evening of the day they were recorded. Numerous witnesses on both ships in the strike group also claim they saw 2 men arrive by helicopter who collected the relevant data before wiping all the tapes and hard drives clean. The witnesses said they never saw anything like it before. Potentially, this could be evidence of a cover-up of some kind. Maybe the government is aware of the existence of alien life or technology, but they don't want all of us aware of them for one reason or another.
Do you believe... KC.
Moss, Kurt Russell and the Arizona Phoenix Lights.
All right, remind us in the chat of that after we're completing this. Thank you. Kurt Russell and the Arizona Lights. I'm going to have to see this. Do you think the government is covering up? Like, I mean, that's been a...
The government always covers up things.
Like alien things. So you think aliens is one... I mean, that was the whole base... That was the whole X-Files was basically all about that.
For For good reason, yes. They would.
To not make people panic, you think?
Yeah, why? Could you imagine?
Why'd you say it like that? Could you imagine? Like Robin Quivers. Why you turned into my Robin there for a second. Could you imagine, Howard? Good.
Whatever. Could you imagine sending millions of people into a frenzy over a fucking video that a couple pilots saw? And like,
what would we be in a frenzy?
I think we would.
Why?
Because people look what happened during COVID, and everyone was buying fucking toilet paper.
No, but wouldn't
like
give us,
people get really fucking stupid when they get scared.
Wouldn't it give us hope though?
No,
like
because I genuinely think people would take it as, oh my God, we're in danger. We're gonna be invaded, and this and that. And people are gonna start with like the whole bunker bullshit. Like, it's just not worth it to tell the public if something is going on.
But people are already like, look at these YouTube videos out there. People are already exploring these ideas and trying to debunk things and blah blah blah. So why not just fucking say it?
They can't. For public safety, they can't. They just can't.
I know. If you guys would go crazy, I mean, Jesus Christ, like just fucking say it. There's crazies no matter what. That say the craziest shit.
So why amplify the situation?
It's not amplifying.
It does amplify. You. I'm so glad you are not our government.
It will answer so many questions. If I was president,
I'm honestly like,
I would answer. I would let everything out.
Maybe I'll sound a little bit like a fucking idiot, but like I'm kind of glad that they keep shit from us because honestly, like it's just not worth it.
Okay, yeah, we already don't believe the government, right?
So let them keep their secrets. Who gives a fuck? Do you care that much?
If they want to keep a secret that some comet is like about to hit us, right? I kind of could understand that because they don't want everyone panicking.
Because what are you going to do? You're going to die anyway.
But if you find an alien body somewhere, right? Why the fuck you going to cover that up?
That's going to panic the public.
Why?
Because everyone's going to think they're being invaded.
Oh my God, dude.
It's like Independence Day.
See, I wouldn't.
When
Would you freak out?
people are ambushing each other down the street.
If you found out that it was true and aliens have visited.
And they start looting and shit like that. And everyone just goes fucking nuts because they think that they're going to die because of this alien invasion that's
But
to
alien
come.
lives matter, Jesse.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, get with the program, kid.
Maybe the government assumes there would be a mass hysteria they would like to avoid. Or maybe they're just keeping...
All we had to do was play it like 5 more seconds, and it would have just addressed this whole fucking bickering that we just did.
...a secret, so our adversaries are kept in the dark.
Adversaries? Oh, so other countries. So if you discover something... See, now that makes sense. I should have listened to the video instead of Jesse. That makes sense.
He said what I said literally right before this.
That makes a lot of sense.
He said to prevent the public from a panic.
Well, public panic is retarded, but I do believe that is true, right? If there's some sort of alien life form that came down and then you found the alien technology and you're like, "Hoy, hold on a second. We could actually use this alien technology, against our enemies or whatever." Or I don't fucking know. Maybe there's laser beams. Maybe they got ray guns or some shit.
It could also be the case that these sightings are just of top-secret military technology, like drones or aircraft that the government is taking active steps towards keeping under covers. We know they're developing incredible tech, but still, surely gravity-defying tic-tacs are a step too far. We can only wonder what...
Yeah, right? Studying the technology and then trying to incorporate it into, like, your own... I mean, I don't know. If there's alien technology... I don't know. It's got to be so removed from human technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe it's not. I don't know.
Flight crews saw that.
I find this fascinating. I find this absolutely fascinating because I don't quite believe that anything has really been here. But is it impossible? I guess nothing is impossible, right? So I'm open to it. I just don't necessarily believe it.
Okay, but my mind does wonder. All we know is that Commander Fravor estimated the craft to be roughly 12 to 15 meters long and looked like a tic-tac. Were the tic-tacs opaque? Looking...
Look at the chat. It says Pearl Cream. And the avatar is Kainoto with a bunch of hot dogs in his mouth. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Who the hell is that? Who's that? Hold on, I need to see this channel. This is wow.
I'm going to have to go. You're saying I'm falling asleep here.
What do you mean falling asleep? This is getting even better.
I know it's fascinating, but I am also exhausted.
I can't go to his channel. What a letdown. I wish I could, but I'm not on the chat. That's great. Look, Kainoto. That's how you know, Kainoto, you made it, baby. You got His face with a bunch of hot dogs in.
Somewhat like the typical UFOs we're used to? Or do the Tic Tacs have cockpits with alien pilots controlling the craft, only zooming off after their operation was foiled? Unfortunately, we will never know. But what we do know is that this wasn't an isolated incident, as I will explain later. The secrets of Area 51.
Ooh.
Area 51. The center of practically
There we
all
go.
alien conspiracies.
Let's go.
With near constant rumors of extraterrestrial research taking place at this secret military development and testing base, you have to wonder if there's any truth to them all. If you ask Bob Lazar, then the answer is a big fat yes. See, Bob claimed to have been hired to work at Area 51 in the late 80s for an astonishing reason: to reverse engineer alien spacecraft. Lazar claimed all the way back in 1997 that the captured craft he was reverse engineering ran on an antimatter reactor, which was powered by a stable form of element 115, which wouldn't be officially created by our Earth scientists until 2003, and we can still barely stabilize it. Lazar said the reactor he studied was topped by a sphere the size of a basketball, which emitted a force field capable of repulsing human flesh. He explained that the craft was split into two main levels. The reactor was positioned at the center of the upper level, with an antenna extending to the top.
I kind of want this to be true. You know?
Well, it's not like it's going to change our lives if it is or isn't.
It'd be so cool if it's true. Like, it's really cool. I love this. This
Yeah,
is great.
I find it very fascinating.
This is so cool, man. I wish this was true.
I might take a shower and just go watch this video by myself in bed.
What do you mean? No,
You
this
keep interrupting.
Well, we're doing a program here. We got to keep chopping it up because we're going to get demonetized anyway. So I got to pretend I'm reacting to.
3 gravity amplifiers. He said these functioned as a sort of...
Does anyone believe this? This
I
Area
do.
51 shit?
I do. I believe there's something going on that we don't know about. I mean, like, it's impossible for something not to be, you know.
Yeah, because why would they fabricate that? Because wouldn't that create panic?
Yeah.
Why would you fabricate something like that? Like you said, it would reverse what your whole theory was before.
Or it just gives everyone something to talk about.
GSP believes in this. George St. Pierre, the Great.
Died for
and he's Canadian, 2 Joints. I see 2 Joints upset about this. 2 Joints doesn't believe in it. That's fine. Listen, like I understand why people are skeptical, because I am skeptical as well, but I'm a little open-minded to it because I kind of want it to be true. I think it's fucking cool, man. Knowing that there are other life forms out there, I don't know. That kind of gives me weird hope in some sort of way. You know?
For what?
I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's fucking cool, man. Like that maybe we can colonate another planet or some shit like that. You know, like how Elon talks about Mars and all that stuff. Eventually, this planet will be destroyed. It's doomed.
It's on its way out.
Yeah. This is a dying planet that we're on, right? So generations and generations down the road, eventually we're going to have to figure this shit out. We're going to have to get off this fucking planet, right? So my hope is that, you know, there are other things out there. There's other technology. There's other, you know, I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cool. But then we have to invade and take over that planet, Jess. Mm-hmm. So we gotta learn their stuff, reverse it like this guy's saying, go on over there, blow up the planet, and then ruin that planet.
Gravity wave that forms into a heart shape around the entire craft, narrowing at the bottom. These connected to gravity emitters on the lower level, which can rotate 180 degrees to output an anti-gravity wave, and that the craft would then travel belly first into the...
So Bryce Mitchell would never believe this because gravity doesn't exist. Do you believe gravity exists?
All right.
What?
I'm going to go take a shower.
Well, this is anti-gravity here.
Where are we at? 11:36?
You're not watching. You have to watch this on Gummy Gang.
I'm so tired.
All right, so watch back the Gummy Gang stream tomorrow.
Or I'll just watch you. I'll take a shower and watch you.
Yeah, watch me.
But you have to promise you'll go through the whole video.
We'll do our best, but
Okay.
we'll definitely have a couple of laughs along the way.
Oh, that's fine. Just go through the whole video because I want to know what this is all about. All right.
By the way, Terrence Howard, what happened to him? I saw him on Joe Rogan. I saw a couple of clips. That dude has lost his mind.
Really?
Hustle and Flow, the guy that was an Iron
I know
Man.
who Terrence Howard is.
Yeah, he was a good actor. What happened to that dude? He's
Why,
like a
is he
fucking
not-
loony.
Is he not?
He's off, man.
Really?
Like, yeah, you hear him talk.
What's he doing?
There's an influx of black celebrities that are losing their mind, and it could be aliens. I don't know, but like you have Cat Williams, you got Terrence Howard.
Cat Williams was always crazy.
But what's going on with this? What's happening here?
I don't know. The whole woke era, maybe. I don't know.
Woke? What the fuck?
All right, guys. Good night.
No, it's just like people losing their mind, and they're black. Like, what's going on here? Like all the black celebrities are fucking losing they're like literally going in. Like you have P. Diddy, Kanye West, fucking Terrence Howard, Cat Williams. Like the list is forever. What is going on? What's happened? All the black greats. Right? Do you guys have you noticed this? Like it's the weirdest shit ever. I don't know what's going on. But they were right about a lot of stuff. The fuck are you talking? Oh my god, dude. Which one? Which one is right and what are they right about? Is what I want to know. Because I'm listening to these people and it sounds like they're literally insane. Howard has some ideas that make sense and others that make me go, what? Yeah, that's the problem. Like, they could be saying something that's true, but it's encased with so much ridiculousness that it's tough to believe anything they say, right? If you do a 2-hour podcast and you're right about one thing, you know, it doesn't make up for all the other shit you're wrong about. The way his model built the planet Saturn, that was crazy. Didn't Howard say that he remembered being on his mom's womb? I mean, I didn't hear that, but it wouldn't surprise me. The shit that was coming out of his mouth, I was like, when did this guy completely lose his mind? He was a good actor. You know, a lot of these artists, you got to be kind of off to be so good at what you do. I guess in any profession, if you're really good at one thing, to the point where you excel above everyone else, you got to be a little off. It's the only way you're capable of just stomping on everyone around you. You notice that? Like anyone that's super duper successful is off in some sort of way that gives them the edge above everyone else. So it's like almost a sacrifice for fame or power or whatever. Howard's stuff was half-baked ideas based in some reality. Howard said that in the first minute. Oh, he did? Fuck, I didn't see the whole interview. I just saw clips. I can't sit through that shit. Like when there's someone crazy talking for 2 straight hours, if I'm not interviewing them, then I'm probably not interested. According to Flat Earth, there's no gravity, no space, no other planets, and it's Bible Trumpers pushing it. Yeah, that's the whole thing with Flat Earth, the gravity thing. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird.
This distortion field. Basically, according to Bob, flying saucers fly sideways rather than upright.
Chris, are you black? I have a black cousin. I do have a black cousin. And I'm Sicilian. I have some Sicilian in me, so technically I am partially black.
With opposable engines allowing the craft to move in any direction. Not only that, Bob also claimed he read briefing documents describing the historical involvement of Earth for the past 10,000 years with extraterrestrial beings, described as the typical gray aliens that were about child size, of which he had seen cadavers of similar size. To this day, all organizations where Bob claims he worked or studied...
I would love to interview Bryce. We tried. And I would try again. But yeah, Bryce would be hilarious. Couple of guys, Sean Strickland, Mike Perry, Bryce Mitchell. All 3 would be fucking home runs. Especially if I open up the phone lines and stuff like that. I think that'd be a good time. I should, I spoke to Adrian Yanez a little bit. Should I try to drag him on tomorrow night? Or should we just go free? Should we go for a free-for-all? What do you guys think? Maybe I'll text him in the morning or some shit. I don't know. Is he doing Ariel? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I have Adrian on? Yo, Adrian! All right.
Studied, vehemently denies he was ever there. Yet George Knapp, an American journalist who investigated Bob's claims, said that Bob displayed a knowledge of the facility that would only be acquired by someone who'd been there. Of course, some claim it's all part of a cover-up. Many even suggest he is a somewhat inexperienced techie, yet the guy built a jet car for fun and has been featured in multiple newspapers for his creations, so he's clearly a distinguished engineer. Bob even claimed they used a specific biometric hand scanner at the base, which measured the length of bones in your hand to authorize access to the base. That the government denied this at first, but decades later, the Department of Defense admitted they did in fact use it at Area 51 in the 80s for the stealth fighter program. And Bob confirmed...
Do you remember the stealth fighter when that came out? Like, I don't know if it came out in the 80s, but I remember as a kid, like that was like the coolest plane, the stealth. It's invisible. Like everyone thought that was the coolest thing.
The one they declassified matched what he had used. At any time, either of those organizations could have simply said that, yes, Bob Lazar worked for them, and they deeply regret to hear of his degenerate mental state or something like that. But no, they still insist they don't know who he is despite all that.
Dude looks like Stephen King.
Why? It's not to say we know he is telling the complete truth, but there's too many shadowy coincidences here for anyone to be comfortably skeptic. So are there any truth to Bob's claims? Well, he's maintained the same story for over 30 years at this point, and passed lie detector tests on the subject. So, maybe? It's worth noting that the guy has been convicted several times of crimes since his testimony, which his critics have used to discredit his story.
So he's a loony.
But who knows? Was Bob telling the truth? Well, some of the sightings coming up might make you think he's telling...
Yeah, I mean, like we were just talking about, how some crazies out there, sometimes they're right. You say all this crazy shit, but buried... If you could sift through all the craziness, sometimes you get actual, real fact out of them. You know? Ryan Garcia.
Telling the truth. Remember I told you that Tic Tac video wasn't an isolated incident? A similar encounter was filmed on the southeastern coast of America in early 2015. Those who recorded it have yet to come forward, but some crewmates and fellow pilots have provided some of the backstory, and it goes like this. Roughly 10 years after the initial Tic Tac sightings in the summer of 2004, a naval strike group, led by the aircraft carrier USS Theodore Roosevelt, led training exercises somewhere off the coast of Virginia.
Anyone been on an aircraft carrier before we get into the story? It's fantastic. I was on the Intrepid. It's mind-blowing. Like, it's so fucking... Jess, you ever been on an aircraft carrier? Oh, she's in the shower. It's phenomenal. It really is. I kind of want to go on one as an adult. When I was a kid, I remember in New York, they would have the Intrepid. You were on one for 10 months? Oh, when you served? That's cool. Navy? It is fucking unbelievable, man. 10 months. Oh, my God, dude. That's wild. It's probably not amazing when you're on it for 10 months. Gravity's non-focused electricity, which seeks to share the same point of counter space at the center of their field. Yeah, Pell, were you in the Navy? A long time ago, but not sure what ship was in the 80s in Billocks. Oh, okay. Navy on the JFK. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. What'd you do on there? My buddy was in the Navy. He's fucked up. My buddy was so fucked up from the Navy. He worked in an engine room for a couple of years in one of those ships. And I guess he was just like going nuts in that engine room. When he came back, he became a cop. He fucking shot himself in the face. His whole fucking jaw blew off. And somehow he's still alive, this guy, man. This guy has like 9 lives, but he's driven him like the guy's off his rocker. Driven into walls and shit. It's crazy how this guy's not dead. But yeah, the Navy fucked him up. Aviation electronics engine technician, excuse me. That's pretty cool. Yeah, pal, do you have any fucking PTSD from that shit? My mother-in-law, Navy. Lady C, she's Navy. My dad was Army. Her father was Marine. No, her father was Air Force, and my brother-in-law is a Marines. They're all split up. It's kind of weird, right? The whole family's in a different, thing. Navy's the. Don't say Navy's the gayest, unless you're a Marine or an Army guy. You guys all have beef with each other, apparently. He's Brundlefly. I don't know who Brundlefly is, but he's nuts. He lost his mind, man. My buddy Mike. I couldn't believe when we saw him in the hospital and it was nuts. My GPA was in the Army and Vietnam. He was shot in the ass. They got him, huh? They got him and they took us. Actually, my old father-in-law, my ex-father-in-law, he was a Marine and he was really fucked up. He's seen some crazy shit. I was an airman, not a seaman. All right, well, that's good. At least you weren't a seaman. You ever hear of a metal band called the Cro-Mags? Sounds familiar. They play with Helmet on Friday. Saw them in Philly. No, it sounds familiar, though. Cro-Mags? That does sound very familiar. All right, back to this video. We got a little sidetracked.
The encounter was strikingly similar to the previous one explained. Anomalous radar tracks were spotted and initially dismissed.
So if you're just jumping in, we were watching the beginning. They showed basically these planes saw this unidentified flying object flying all erratic. And now apparently 10 years later, there was a very similar sighting. That's a short version.
Gravity-defying hypersonic objects were being detected defying the laws of physics.
Wonderful.
After double-checking all their equipment, they were certain what they were seeing had to be real. Early interceptions were initially unsuccessful, until one day, two jets no more than a few tens of meters apart narrowly avoided a mid-air collision when something flew right in between them. Although the pilots themselves haven't come forward, fellow F-18 pilot Lieutenant Ryan Graves spoke to one of the pilots who landed and said the experience had visually spooked him. Here's what he had to say about the encounter at the UAP congressional hearing.
During a training mission in Warning Area Whiskey 72, 10 miles off the coast of Virginia Beach, two F-18 Super Hornets were split by a UAP. The object, described as a dark gray or a black cube inside of a clear sphere, came within 50 feet of the lead aircraft and was estimated to be 5 to 15 feet in diameter. The mission commander terminated the flight immediately and returned to base. Our squadron submitted a safety report, but there was no official acknowledgement of the incident and no further mechanism to report the sightings. Soon, these encounters became so frequent that aircrew would discuss the risk of UAP as part of their regular pre-flight briefs.
Frequent? What the fuck?
Time, the craft was described as a cube encased by a translucent sphere. Obviously, both pilots must have been incredibly startled.
Or stoned.
So it's hard to figure out exactly what they saw in such a short space of time.
Think about it. They're flying so fast. So whatever flew in between them, I mean, in order to really make it out, how are you going to fucking make it out? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be kind of going with you. But it was going the other direction, just darting the other direction. There's no fucking way you can. There's no way you can make that out.
But I've created a few images of the craft for entertainment purposes, and I've added a little extra aliens for fun. They didn't mention seeing them, but I like to think they were there. Anyway, Lieutenant Ryan Graves said this wasn't an isolated incident, and that similar things had been seen by dozens of pilots for several months, and that the object spotted could remain airborne for up to 12 hours at a time. A few months later, in 2015, when the USS Theodore Roosevelt had made its way over by...
Don't they fucking... let me ask Pal this, because I know all my family members have been through this shit, where they usually like guinea pigs, and you're constantly getting vaccinated, and they're shoving you with needles left and right. Basically, yeah, just testing on soldiers and shit. I wonder, do you think they were like tested on these people and they were hallucinating? Like one spoke about the story and then they all just kind of started believing they saw the same shit? I wonder if something like that happened.
The coast of Florida, during a separate incident, pilots captured another clip that shocked everyone involved.
They did, right? Yeah, so that's probably what was happening. It's fucking crazy, man. It's so crazy when people sign up to serve the country And next thing you know, the government is using them as fucking guinea pigs and experiments, and like it's clearly what's happening. It's nuts. I look at people that came back; they're not the same people when they left, and mentally and physically, they're completely different human beings. And I mean, it's got to be a combination of a lot of things. It's so crazy, man. I guarantee that's probably something that's going on here. They're probably hallucinating while they're flying. They're flying these giant weapons, hallucinating in the sky. I got 2 anthrax vaccine shots. I mean, that's crazy. Like, what the fuck? It's so creepy, man.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA.
I think the UK is open about alien activity. I think only the US tries to cover it up. Yeah, you know what? It's a good point, Wiz. So, I mean, we're talking about it out of the U.S. perspective, but other people in other countries in the chat, I'm sure not everyone's U.S. in the chat. What's it by you guys? Like, do they just openly say, yes, there are aliens are out there, or is it the same shit? I mean, I would imagine that we're all in the same boat, you know? But then again, how could everyone cover it up? You know, eventually, you know, it's weird. Hasn't been FDA approved. They said it hasn't been FDA approved and didn't give us a third shot. Oh my God. Philadelphia experiment. If you haven't heard that story yet, man, there's probably so many fucking stories. Flying Teflon, Gucci Gang. England and Canada have a UFO tax. They have a tax, a UFO tax. You got to pay. Hey, did you pay? You better make sure you pay that UFO tax.
We're going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
Wait, this is actual. Hold on a second. Hold up.
It's captured another clip that shocked everyone involved.
Dude, there's a going on, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not our LNS, though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS, dude. Well, if there's a thing, it's rotating.
The interesting thing about this clip is that the craft captured.
It is weird, though, that they're both seeing it. That is, what the fuck could it be? Do you think, I don't know. Do you think they're putting something up in the sky, kind of fucking with the people flying? Like,
seemed to rotate and fly in a fashion somewhat similar to that described by Bob Lazar on its side. The craft even has a heart-like shape, which resembles how Lazar claimed the crafts he reverse-engineered warped gravity around them. However, some debunkers claim the rotation seen in the video is an optical illusion caused by the derotation mechanism of the camera. That said, the 2 pilots themselves failed to recognize it as an image rotation. Surely, if anyone could spot image rotation, they would be the ones who would know what it looks like. Both pilots believe the craft actually rotated. Even Jeremy Corbell, an electro-optical engineer...
That's Jake Gyllenhaal with a beard. You can't fool me.
Engineer and expert in the ATF LIRE camera system explained it's not an optical illusion. Besides, if it were an optical illusion, that doesn't explain what the pilots remarked about in the following clip.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west.
It seems nothing yet has explained how a whole fleet could travel cross-wind at that speed. With all that said, it's interesting to hear about the man responsible for making these videos public, Luis Elizondo. He was the head of a secret government-funded effort to investigate UFO sightings known as the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program.
It's kind of crazy that they do have these things in place. Like, why would they have this shit in place if there wasn't anything out there, you know? Or any weird shit happening? I want that job.
In late 2017, he became so disillusioned with the government's efforts that he decided to resign. He claimed that certain individuals within the government are staunchly opposed to UFO research.
Didn't I just say Jake Gyllenhaal and he just popped up on the screen? Did that just fucking happen?
Certain individuals within the government are staunchly opposed.
That is Jake Gyllenhaal. What the hell? What's the odds?
Opposed to UFO research, and that the government is...
What? It's what? It's the aliens? That's so weird. I just made a Jake Gyllenhaal reference, and he just fucking popped up on the screen. That is creepy as fuck. Like, I literally made a Jake Gyllenhaal joke, and what, a couple minutes later?
Is unconcerned about something that could affect
Jeff Goldblum. No.
National security. Indeed, many military personnel claim these sightings are common, but underreported, as individuals fear for their career. Should they speak out and risk looking like a tinfoil hat wearer at the expense of another promotion? Certainly, there is a stigma around the UFO topic, which is precisely the reason the government now uses UAP instead of UFO.
UAP, I never heard that before. We actually got 19 minutes into this thing. It's crazy. You work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and when you get off work, you don't go home. On the aircraft? Yeah, maybe that's why my buddy went nuts. Yeah, that sounds horrific. He always used to talk about like being stuck in this engine room all fucking day. And all you see is walls. You probably hear just loud noises from all the machinery and shit. That would drive you crazy. It's like that would make a man go nuts. Fucking hell. Pal, do you go to the VA? Do you reap the benefits of the VA? Because, I mean, in some states it's horrible. But my dad used to do some work for the VA. And there's some states that are actually pretty good. I tell you what, man. I think everyone in the military should at least utilize that and get whatever PTSD extra income, you know. You guys deserve it. It's out there. It is out there.
To avoid the unwanted association with aliens, spaceships, and probing human backsides. Lieutenant Ryan Graves summarizes perfectly the sentiment around UFO sightings among the U.S. government during his speech to Congress.
My name is Ryan Fobbs Graves, and I'm a former F-18 pilot with a decade of service in the U.S. Navy, including 2 deployments in Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Inherent Resolve. I have experienced advanced UAP firsthand, and I'm here to voice the concerns of more than 30 commercial aircrew and military veterans who have confided their similar encounters with me. Today, I would like to highlight 3 critical issues that demand our action. As we convene here, UAP are in our airspace, but they are grossly underreported. These sightings are not rare or isolated, they are routine. Military aircrew and commercial pilots, trained observers whose lives depend on accurate identification, are frequently witnessing these phenomena. The stigma attached to UAP is real and powerful and challenges national security. It silences commercial pilots who fear professional repercussions, discourages witnesses, and is only compounded by recent government claims questioning the credibility of eyewitness testimony. Parts of our government are aware of more about UAP than they let on, but excessive classification practices keep crucial information hidden. Since 2021, all UAP videos are classified as secret or above. This level of secrecy not only impedes our understanding, but fuels speculation and mistrust.
In fact, in 2021, the U.S. Office of the Director of National Intelligence released a preliminary report on UAPs, and the official findings will chill you to the core. The report looked back on evidence gathered in the last 20 years from U.S. Navy reports and concluded that they basically had no idea what UAPs were. The UAPs could break the sound barrier without producing a sonic boom, move with no discernible means of propulsion, and travel with such speed and maneuverability that would typically destroy any craft. The report accepted that UAP recordings were most likely physical objects, and they are a possible safety issue that could pose a security threat. Ultimately, these individuals are some of the most reliable witnesses you could hope for, and their stories match up. They were joined with one other whistleblower at the congressional hearing, whose story is perhaps even more disturbing. This is former intelligence official David Grush, who dropped some bombshells. Not only did he claim that the U.S.
I tell you what, this is fucking fascinating. I don't know about you guys, but this is really interesting. This might be maybe because I'm fucking high. But this is really wild. You know, like, it's kind of like these people are dead ass serious about this shit.
The U.S. government has had contact with alien species, but also that they've recovered downed spacecraft. and the remains of non-human pilots. To make matters even crazier, Grush also claimed that the U.S. has come across actively malevolent alien races, which means we could be in some serious danger. Yikes. But if all this really is true, why the heck haven't we heard about it until now? Well, as you'd probably guessed, Grush blamed the government for orchestrating an elaborate cover-up. Not content with simply pulling the wool over our eyes, he asserted that U.S. agents have actively targeted and came for people who threatened to reveal these secrets in the past. Oh man. So, if Grush ever goes missing, I think we all know where fingers will be pointed. Of course, the U.S. government responded exactly how you'd expect them to, by denying everything. In July of 2023, during the congressional hearing mentioned already, while under oath, he reiterated that there was a massive cover-up going on, and that the U.S. government had indeed recovered non-human remains.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
And even specified further on
He's got the crazy eyes, like Jesse said, like he's lying. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, you got two crazies then, right, with these two guys?
Claims of alien races posing a threat.
So, at one point you had said that there has been harmful activity or aggressive activity. Has any of the activity...
This guy's ears look like they're melting off his head. What the fuck? What's up with this guy's ears? Look at this dude's ears. Hold on. What the fuck am I looking at here? They're like melting off his head. Looks like he's like made of wax and his head is melting and his fucking ears are just peeling off of his head. It's super strange looking.
Been aggressive, been hostile in your reports?
I know of multiple colleagues of mine that got physically injured. And the activity, and I got
by UAPs or by people within the federal government?
Both.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Grush couldn't answer a lot of questions publicly for legal reasons, but did mention he was willing to speak with congressmen privately and reveal more information.
Yeah, the guy does sound like he's fucking whacked, though, this guy. He probably, I mean, he could be telling the truth, but he sounds so whacked.
Who knows what secrets he has to share? What do you think? Is this the most credible evidence of alien life yet? Or just another chancer seeking their 15 minutes of fame?
Yeah, something is off about this guy. Something's off. I don't know. The way he's responding to the questions and stuff like that, I'm kind of not really believing him.
No, down in the comments. Now, before I move on, there is one part of Mr. Grush's testimony which is particularly striking.
Only reason why I don't believe Grush's story is that he asked premise and was granted it. Why would they allow him to do that? I don't know. I already looked into all this stuff so much more. Good to see people finally waking up to reality. This is limited hangout, though. Yeah. Yeah, we're talking aliens, baby. Deep into the evening. Just hanging out on the Gummy Gang. An hour and 48 minutes of Alien. Stumbled upon this video. Be amazed. Go subscribe if you're into this shit. He puts it together well, but I don't like that little pop-up cartoon guy. He annoys me on the side.
Let's give it a listen.
At the time, due to my extensive executive-level intelligence support duties, I was cleared to literally all relevant compartments and in a position of extreme trust, both in my military and civilian capacities. I was informed in the course of my official duties of a multi-decade UAP crash retrieval and reverse engineering program.
If true, this would support the statements made by Bob Lazar, as well as the other whistleblowers at the hearing, along with thousands of various incidents recorded over the decades. Now, let's delve into some of the most credible sightings that often go overlooked. Foo Fighters. November.
Don't wanna be a monkey wrench. Everlong is a song, one of the easiest songs to play on guitar. It's a fantastic song. I love just strumming away to Everlong.
1944, a U.S. fighter plane tore through the night skies above the Rhine Valley on the French-German border. In the gloom, one lieutenant noticed a string of ominous glowing lights off in the distance. Believing them to be German air weapons, they turned to fight. But the lights suddenly disappeared. And this was only the beginning of a long list of unexplainable sightings. Other wartime pilots reported strange luminous orbs, flashing lights, and even an unknown object flying close beside them. They came to call these mysterious objects Foo Fighters, after a line from a popular comic book at the time called Smokey Stover.
I never knew the origin of Foo Fighters. I never knew that. I remember the first album had planes on it that looked like those. That's actually kind of cool. Did you guys know what a Foo Fighter was? I had no idea.
And yeah, there's also a band with the same name, but I don't think Dave Grohl was hanging around in the 1940s. So what were those Foo Fighters? Well,
you know, it's a surprisingly not bad movie. Not good, not bad. It's kind of there. It's the Foo Fighter horror movie. I can't remember the name of it, but it was actually very entertaining. It was funny. Anyone see that movie with the Foo Fighters? It was an actual horror movie right before the drummer killed himself.
Some believe the soldiers didn't see anything at all and were actually suffering from combat fatigue. In other words, the stress and trauma of the war had affected them so much they'd started hallucinating.
Okay, so this kind of goes with the theory that we were saying before, testing on them, this and that, hallucinating because of all the stress. Okay.
But people that knew them said they seemed very level-headed. Others put forward the idea that the Foo Fighters were actually experimental enemy craft. But wouldn't we know by now if that was the answer? Indeed, many people think they really were alien visitors, come to observe and learn about human aircraft. If that's the case, though, why don't we see UFOs following us whenever we go on vacation? Well, think about it. The Second World War was the most destructive conflict in human history. Maybe extraterrestrials heard all the commotion from a galaxy far away and came to find out what the fuss was about. Then, after seeing how stupid we can be, they noped out again and sightings dried up. Can't say I really blame them. Don't worry though, just like and subscribe to Be Amazed for all the knowledge injections you need to impress the aliens when they next come back around. All sorted? Wicked. Let's get back to it. Recess to remember. Kids aren't exactly the most reliable sources. I mean, they say a lot of stupid stuff. But what about when a whole class of kids has the same exact story? And what if all of them insist the story is the truth for nearly 30 years afterwards? Okay, now you have my interest. Back in 1994, a bunch of children attending ARIEL school,
right when the Rangers won the cup,
outside Rua, Zimbabwe, had the most eventful day imaginable. And no, it wasn't Pizza Friday. During their morning recess, no less than 62 students saw a strange disc-like craft land near the schoolyard. Curious, many of them walked over to investigate. Suddenly, the craft's doors opened and a humanoid creature clad in black stepped out before the now terrified children. Then the beings slowly approached. But it seems they came in peace. Rather than attacking, they, wait for it, telepathically beamed messages about the importance of environmentalism into the children's minds before abruptly leaving. Right. While not all students saw the craft that fateful day, many of the kids that did have been adamant about the events that took place ever since. Looking at it from a skeptical mind, it's possible the whole thing was just a case of mass hysteria. And that's when a group of people suffer a collective delusion. We aren't entirely sure why this happens, but anxiety is thought to be one of the causes.
Uh-oh. He's triggered. He's fucking triggered.
And now, for our word of the day, floxenosinylipilification, the act of regarding something as unimportant or worthless, often used humorously. That's a big word. Next round of the playoffs starts tomorrow. Go Florida.
Oh my gosh. Disgrazia. Thank you. Thank you for the $4. Florida's good. They're about to get smoked. The weirdest word I know is a defenestrate. My cousin brought it up and said it. My cousins, when we were younger, they said they like these big words and shit when they were kids, like little kids. And me and my brother used to always joke around, be like, "What the fuck? Why are they so goddamn smart?" They would say all this. One of them said defenestrate and use it in a sentence, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like I totally didn't believe her that it was real. And then I looked it up, and it is defenestrate, which is not a big word. It's just a different word. And it's to throw out a window. Defenestrate. Did you guys know what that word meant? That's the weirdest word I know. So to this day, I'll never forget that word. Snollygoster. What's that? That sounds like a good one.
Just 2 days prior to the incident, there'd been several UFO sightings across southern Africa. This created an atmosphere of anxiety that could have become hysteria, which the kids manifested in an extraterrestrial encounter of their own. I'm not convinced. Some of them even drew pictures, and they have startling similarities between them. And would children really think to work environmentalism into their story? I'm not saying this is aliens, but there's definitely something more than hysteria at
It's a
play
weird
here.
story.
Let me know your thoughts down in the comments.
No.
The Belgian UFO Wave. In Belgium, 1989, a string of UFO sightings took place that would mark the beginning of a tremendous wave of encounters that shocked the world. On a fateful November night, over 30 different groups of people recorded seeing something odd in the skies above them. A strange triangular object with 3 distinct glowing lights beneath it. Spooky, right? Well, for the next 5 or so months, over 2,000 more sightings were reported across the country. Jeez, that's a lot of alien boys. The Belgian government actually got fed up with hearing these reports and, assuming the US were testing some aircraft nearby, got in touch with them to find out. But the Americans told them no such tests were taking place. With little going on, the Belgian government saw only one way to get to the bottom of the situation: getting up close and personal with one of the supposed craft. So when reports of a sighting came in one March night, jets were scrambled and sent to meet with the enigmatic visitor. Frustratingly, the fighter pilots couldn't see the object itself, but they did just about catch it on radar. The radar blip started moving erratically and jumping great distances before accelerating way beyond a man-made craft's capability and just vanishing. After that, encounters quietly died down. While the Belgian government were quick to dismiss the whole affair, they couldn't provide any compelling alternative explanations. It's possible the sheer gravitas of the initial sightings inspired paranoia among citizens, making them more susceptible to the idea of seeing triangular shapes in the sky. But that doesn't explain the mysterious radar blip. I think the answer is obvious. These were aliens, just dropping by for that sweet Belgian chocolate. Skinny Bob. Most phony alien encounters involve off-puttingly grainy photos of faraway spaceships. That's because it'd take a whole lot of cash, time, and skill to convincingly fake an alien up close, which is exactly what makes Skinny Bob such an enigma. No, it's not the name of my estranged nephew. It's an alleged alien. Let me explain. In 2011, a Reddit user named Ivan posted a startling video clip to...
I tell you what, if you unblur that, that could be the Kainoto face that everyone's using on the in the Discord. That could be it.
The website.
See those big eyes?
Claiming it was recorded by the KGB. This is Skinny Bob.
The fuck?
Crikey. I don't know about you, but I'm seriously creeped out. What exactly are we looking at? Is this real? It certainly looks it, right?
No.
According to Ivan, the alien was on a diplomatic mission from the Zeta Reticuli star system.
What the fuck? Is this guy for real?
And had been sent to discuss matters of mutual concern. What exactly those...
But what year was this? What year did they say this was?
Those matters were wasn't disclosed. But supposedly what you're seeing is an excerpt from an interview with the being. Visual effects expert Randy Sharp, who worked on the likes of I Am Legend and Watchmen, looked at the footage and gave some startling testimony. According to him, if it was a fake, it would have truly tested the tech available in 2011.
Yeah. Oh, it's 2011.
And took somebody with a crazy level of skill and knowledge to pull it off. On top of that, it would have cost an arm and a leg, somewhere in the ballpark of $250,000. So, given that nobody has ever claimed ownership of the video or tried to profit from it, such an expensive prank seems illogical.
Nah, I'm not buying that shit. 2011, I think you could have fucking put together, animated some shit like that. Come on, man. What are we talking about here?
Is it real then? Who knows?
No.
I guess we should keep an eye out
Nonsense.
for Skinny Bob appearing in any more movies. Though, it has been over a decade, so maybe he's more of a Fat Bob these days. The Phoenix Lights.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so far we've covered some very widely observed UFO sightings, but nothing can match the sheer number of people that reported seeing what became known as the Phoenix Lights. The Phoenix Lights were two events that happened on the evening of March 13th, 1997, in the skies above Nevada and Arizona. The first event started at around 7:30 p.m., when a witness in Henderson, Nevada, reported seeing an array of glowing orbs in the sky. From there, they slowly made their way across state lines to Phoenix, Arizona, a near 300-mile journey that was seen by thousands upon thousands of people, including actor Kurt Russell.
There you go.
The lights made the shape of a V, with some observers claiming they could faintly see the craft itself through the clouds. Then they passed over the city and disappeared without a trace. What? And it gets weirder. At around 10 p.m., loads of people in Phoenix also reported seeing a separate row of bright lights hovering in the sky. According to the author and renowned UFO skeptic, Robert Schaefer, these lights actually originated from two separate U.S. Air Force training exercises with A-10 jets. One exercise consisted of the planes flying in a triangle formation and another of them firing flares. What a buzzkill. But it makes sense. Case closed, right? Wrong. In 2007, former Arizona governor and witness John Fife Symington III came out to speak on the lights. As a pilot, he claimed to know every aircraft imaginable, and whatever he saw that night was not something he recognized. Not content with just discrediting the official explanation, he also expressed his support for the government to investigate further. To this day, however, we still don't have a solid answer.
What do you guys think?
So I guess for now, the whole thing is very much up in the air.
I mean, it sounds like it was planes in a formation, but you never know.
Sorry. Oumuamua. Don't you just hate uninvited guests? Well, back in 2017, our solar system got one of the most mysterious uninvited guests imaginable. A mysterious red object somewhere between...
It looks like a space shit.
Between 300 and 3,000 feet long was
a space turd. Is that a intergalactic space turd?
Observed moving past the sun. The visitor was dubbed Oumuamua by scientists, a Hawaiian word meaning a messenger from afar arriving first. Fitting, because it certainly came from afar, and it was the first object of its kind we've ever seen. Naturally then, its sudden appearance was very exciting for astronomers, but it was also unnerving. Just what was this thing? Well, it was cigar-shaped and traveled at astounding speeds of up to 55 miles a second.
Looks like something from South Park, like some just flying space turd.
A whopping 20 miles per second faster than the average speed of a comet. But unlike comets, it had no visible tail of space dust behind it. The strange object raced through our solar system for 11 days, then left again, never to return.
That'd be so funny if the alien spaceships are turds. They're like just giant fucking turd-looking things.
Curiouser and curiouser. As you might have guessed, many were quick to cry alien, and understandably so. It seemed to defy all explanation. That being said, people have tried to explain it. Some believe Oumuamua was a block of solid hydrogen, while others are sure it was a comet after all, just one with strange, mysterious properties. Scientists say it was a bit of both, a comet filled with hydrogen ice. Remember how much faster it was than ordinary comets? Well, the clever clogs at NASA reckon that when it passed by our sun, the heat released the comet's hydrogen, causing the burst of extra speed. They also say there was no tail because hydrogen doesn't have the momentum to pull space dust behind it. But what do you think? Was Oumuamua really just a big old space rock? Or is all that just smoke and mirrors? I mean, if an alien spaceship did come to our solar system to monitor us, wouldn't our governments want to cover it up to stop mass panic? I'd love to hear your theories in the comments below.
I don't know about mass panic. I mean, I guess maybe.
Oh.
I wouldn't panic. I'd be like, that's fucking cool, man.
Crystal clear. Let's be real. UFO photos almost always look like they've been taken using a toaster. They're either super blurry or don't resemble UFOs at all. With that in mind, I'd like to present you with something absolutely incredible. A UFO photo that actually looks like it was taken using a functioning camera. Whoa! All jokes aside, this is the Calvine photo, widely known as the clearest UFO snap ever taken. Captured in Scotland by two young chefs in 1990, the incredible image shows a strange diamond-shaped object flying in front of a conventional plane. The two chefs sent it to a newspaper, but instead of publishing it, the paper passed the image to the British Ministry of Defense, where it promptly disappeared for 30 long years. Then, in 2020, British academic journalist David Clarke finally tracked it down. After first hearing about the story in 2009, but without the photographic evidence itself, it had captivated him ever since. Eventually, he tracked down a former Royal Air Force officer who'd held on to a print of it. Apparently, the retired officer had been waiting for someone to call him about it for years, so was more than willing to share the pic.
What the fuck?
And unlike a lot of other UFO sightings, this one can't be easily debunked. Andrew Robinson, senior photography lecturer at Sheffield Hallam University, analyzed the photo and concluded that whatever the object is, it's definitely there in front of the camera. So there's no editing trickery going on. The RAF officer that held on to it also said that when the photo was sent in, the witnesses claimed the craft made no noise whatsoever. Weird. Who the witnesses actually are, though, we don't know. Though the names of the original photos should have been released in 2021, British authorities have refused to do so until 2076, citing privacy concerns.
What?
Suspicious much? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. The Battle of L.A.
That makes no fucking sense. What? What the fuck?
You remember the Foo Fighters I told you about earlier? You know, those strange lights that followed pilots around during the Second World War. Well, that wasn't the only time aliens allegedly came down to investigate.
What are those planes called? They're pretty cool looking. Remember the game 1942 on Nintendo back in the day? Vroom, with the flip. Vroom. I used to love that game. 1942. I had those planes. What are they called?
Investigate us in wartime. Oh no. There was the Battle of Los Angeles. Shortly after joining the war, the USA was still reeling from the Japanese attack on their naval base at Pearl Harbor. The country was on high alert, preparing for the possibility of another strike on U.S. soil. So, when air raid sirens sounded in L.A. County one February night in 1942, troops ran desperately to the anti-aircraft guns and started firing. Soon, the sky was filled with smoke, shrapnel, and fire in a defensive barrage that lasted over an hour. Then, silence. But as the sun rose, soldiers realized something very peculiar. There seemed to have been no enemy at all. Absolutely nothing had been shot down. So what happened? Well, some witnesses claimed to have seen a single balloon-like craft in the sky that night, something ufologists are adamant is evidence of extraterrestrial activity. A now iconic photo showing countless searchlights focusing on an unknown object served as fuel for the fire. Could there be something alien amidst all the bright lights? Well, possibly. But it turns out the original image was heavily edited prior to being published in newspapers, so it would be clearer to see in black and white print. What's more, the U.S. Air Force concluded that a series of meteorological air balloons were released over Los Angeles at the time.
Yeah. So anyone ever see those air balloons? They are weird. I saw one here, and we thought we for sure saw a spacecraft. But then we went on our Facebook page, and the community was kind of telling us what it was. But those balloons, those air balloon things that they do those studies with and shit, they are weird looking that night.
Which probably started the scare. So no aliens this time, although there's always a chance it was a cover-up. The Turkish UFO incident. Many UFO sightings are highly publicized cases that have inspired heated debate over the years. Then you have far lesser-known ones, like the Turkish UFO incident. Between 2007 and 2009, 12 different witnesses came forward claiming they'd seen...
I tell you, some of these are not that long ago, right? So it's kind of weird.
A strange...
I mean, if you're going to see anything, you're going to see it now because of all the cell phone cameras and shit like that. There's cameras everywhere. So eventually something weird is going to be really caught.
Metallic craft in the skies off the coast of northwest Turkey. But we don't have to take their word for it. Plenty of them filmed it.
What is that?
It's shaky as hell, yes. But if we zoom in really close on a separate sighting of the thing...
What the fuck? Hear the moaning? Oh. Spaceship.
Oh, you can definitely see two figures moving around inside.
I didn't see shit.
Authorities were quick to try to dismiss the sightings as some kind of elaborate hoax.
Now what the fuck is that?
That proved very hard to do. Indeed, after some of the shocking footage was received by two separate state-sponsored boards, they came up with nothing. Nada. In fact, they were forced to conclude that it was genuine. Now, that's not to say that they believed it was aliens, but they did conclude that the clip wasn't edited, and that the vehicle didn't conform to any known human craft.
What is that?
Holy cow. Honestly, I'm shocked that this one hasn't had more exposure. You can practically see the two pilots inside arguing about whether they should ask for directions.
Oh my god, dude, what the fuck? Oh my god. This is fantastic. This is my favorite stream of all time. This is fantastic. All right, I'm gonna take a piss, and then when we come back, we're gonna finish this video up and then wind this puppy down. I'm piss.
Do you know who I am? Do you know what I've done? I like to slap. I like power slap. I like to clap that wife. Clap, 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 clap that wife. I like UFC. I like to see blood. Will you work for me? Will you work for free? Clap that wife. Power, clap that wife. Boxing is dead. UFC is #1. And I celebrate by clapping the shit out of that wife. Clap, clap, clap. Power, clap that wife. Clap, clap, clap. Power, clap that wife. Boxing is dead, UFC is #1. And I celebrate by clapping the shit out of that wife. Clap, 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 power, clap that wife. Clap, 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 power, clap that wife. Boxing is dead, UFC is #1. Then I celebrate by clapping the shit out of that wife. Clap, 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 power, clap that wife. I'm Dana White.
Okay. Thank you, Dana White. What do you guys think about this? Right? MMA-Holes walkout jersey over here. Got the name on the back. Mystic Moss. Would any of you motherfuckers rock one with your name on the back? Username or whatever. It's pretty fucking cool, right? My cousin has a company that he makes all custom shit. So when I talk about giveaways, on MMA-Holes.tv. Like, this is the shit I want to start, like, giving away. Kind of ripping off the Venom shit, you know? I think it's pretty badass. Instead of walking around with the fucking Venom jersey on, you got the MMA Holes. And you got your, like, little username on the back. That's cool, right? That's pretty fucking cool. So when we do giveaways and stuff like that, maybe Fuko Friday prizes or whatever, I really want to do stuff like this. Really cool stuff. Like, he was giving me ideas. And merch will go to the next level. You know, it won't be third party. Well, technically, it still is third party, but at least my cousin will be involved, producing this shit, making this shit. Yeah, right? The knitter. Like, the knitter. Could you imagine Ann walking around with one of these? The knitter. Joe Mama. Who else in the chat? Guido. I don't know how we're going to do that. I'm just Speedo. Who else? D. Man. Knitter Cans. Freedom Guy. That's cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. He has some cool ideas. Yeah, so be on the lookout. I don't know. They're coming. Me walking around with it in Vegas. That would be pretty cool, yeah. He could literally, like, he could mimic. I don't know how he gets away with it. He made me a Rangers jersey with MMA Holes down here instead of Rangers. It's really cool. The jersey we gave Mike Goldberg was from him. Like, he literally can say, "Oh, you like those shorts? You like that walkout jersey? I'm just gonna rip it off and make our own shit. We'll probably get sued." But yeah, he's fucking great with that stuff. He's like, "Yeah, you like the way that looks?" He's like, I'll make your own version of it." So you guys could walk around with some cool shit.
Ant abducted. It was an unassuming night in October of 1957. In an effort to avoid the hot daytime sun, 23-year-old Brazilian Antonio Villas-Boas had decided to work in the fields of his farm in the evening. Suddenly, he was distracted from his labor by an ominous red star appearing in the dark sky. It grew bigger and bigger until, he realized it was headed right for him. Antonio watched in horror as the star revealed itself to be some kind of alien spaceship preparing to land. Then he noped right out of there, or at least he tried to. His tractor wouldn't start, so he was forced to flee on foot through the fields. But something was chasing him, and whatever it was too fast. Antonio yelped as he was tackled by several humanoid creatures who subdued him and dragged him onto the ship. While aboard, he was stripped naked and covered in a strange gel. And then the creatures took a blood sample from his chin and left him alone in a locked room filled with noxious gas, which made him feel seriously ill. As he sat there, naked, gooey, and sick on an alien spacecraft, he probably thought this night couldn't get any weirder. He was wrong. Suddenly, a nude female alien entered the room and, seduced him. Yep. One thing led to another, and Antonio wound up doing the nasty with the alien babe.
Oh my God.
Then after, completing his task, he was given a quick tour of the ship before being dropped off back home.
Oh my God.
Okay. So that wasn't a fever dream I had last night. It's supposedly a true account, as
he had to do the walk of shame after he fucked the alien.
Told by Antonio himself. I'm sure you're pretty suspicious of his story, as most were when he first came out with it, but just wait. Antonio was examined by medical professionals shortly after the alleged incident and was found to be suffering from radiation sickness. Now, I'm not saying that means his wild tale is true, but I'm having trouble figuring out how else he could have gotten radiation poisoning. Either way, our spacefaring farmer stuck to the story for the rest of his life until he passed away in 1991. Was old Antonio really a victim of alien abduction?
100% real.
Or was it all just a ploy for attention? Now that he's gone, it seems we'll never know for sure. The Baikal Enigma. Lake Baikal. This Russian body of water is the oldest and deepest lake in the world. with a colossal maximum depth of some 5,400 feet. That means 2 to-scale replicas of the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, could fit in there stacked on top of each other. Crikey. Naturally then, the lake has inspired countless legends and been the site of an awful lot of alien activity. Many people over the years have reported seeing strange lights, craft, and even mysterious figures skulking around its shoreline. In 2009, one Sergei Konitschnik and his son stepped outside to watch the sunset over the waters. To their shock, they saw 2 strange glowing orbs rise out of the lake and start floating above it. Thankfully, Sergei managed to snag a picture of these ominous lights before they vanished back under the murky depths. So, whatever they saw, it was definitely real. But sightings don't just take place around the lake, they also happen inside it. In 1982, a squad of Russian military divers reportedly encountered a group of abnormally tall humanoid creatures swimming 160 feet below the surface of Baikal. The group attempted to subdue and capture one of the strange beings, only to be forcefully ejected from the water by them. Now, if you surface too quickly while diving, you'll suffer from decompression sickness, or the bends, a potentially fatal condition caused by the rapid change in pressure.
Oh my God.
Sure enough.
What the fuck? I gotta see that again.
The group attempted to subdue and capture one of the strange beings, only to be forcefully ejected from the water by them. Now, if you surface too quickly while diving, you'll suffer from decompression sickness, or the bends, a potentially fatal condition caused by the rapid change in pressure. Sure enough, several of the divers passed away shortly after surfacing. Jeez. Those aliens don't sound too friendly. Sure, this story could have been just made up, but when combined...
You think that could have been made up?
With Sergei's photo and the countless other tales surrounding the lake, you can't help but think something must be going on over there. MIB. I'm sure you've at least heard of the Men in Black movies. Apart from that awful spin-off, they're a lot of fun. But did you know that
they did a Men in Black spin-off? I didn't even know that.
They're based on a real-life phenomenon that's downright terrifying? See, when people report extraterrestrial activity, they sometimes get a visit from the real-life MIB. Only they don't get Will Smith knocking on their door. Creepy men clad entirely in black have supposedly tracked down witnesses and either intimidated them into silence or, in some stories, made them outright disappear.
I tell you what, that'd be a funny prank. Like, you pretend like you're one of those guys, you know, 2 like huge dudes showing up at someone's door, trying to intimidate people, saying you're the alien police or whatever.
They'd be making this
around here. You just get shot.
This video wasn't such a good idea. One particularly strange story occurred in 2009 and was caught on camera.
Oh, that's the Blues Brothers. I'm a soul man.
You can see 2 insidious interlopers in a hotel in Ontario, Canada. 2 bizarre
That's Jake and Elwood.
Men dressed in black wandered into the lobby. They had no eyebrows or eyelashes, seemed to be wearing wigs underneath their hats, and were identical in appearance. Then, according to witnesses, the duo began grilling the bellboy to let them see the manager, Shane Sovar. When the bellboy told them that Shane wasn't working, they didn't believe him and began rummaging around as if they owned the place. Whatever they were looking for, it seems they didn't find it. Eventually, the strangers disappeared without a trace and were never heard from again. But why were they there in the first place? Well, Shane had reported seeing a large triangle.
Okay, so they're supposedly rebooting the Blues Brothers. This is going to upset a lot of people, right? People don't like a fresh take, but I'm all over the place. Oops. That's the original. And it's supposedly Seth Rogen and James Franco they were talking about. Now, I got to be honest with you. I like those 2. I like when they're combined together. I think that they're two shitheads that I can enjoy. I would like to see that. I would like to see Seth Rogen and James Franco as the Blues Brothers. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I don't have no attachment to the original. Two typical Canadian hockey fans right there. Right? James Franco and Seth Rogen as the Blues Brothers. I would totally watch that.
Regular UFO above Niagara Falls the year before. He'd mostly forgotten the incident, but it seems that not everybody had.
Up to the back.
Creepy, huh? Most ufologists believe the men in black are government agents tasked with suppressing word on alien sightings. But what if it's more than that? No hair of any kind, identical appearances? What if these guys are aliens themselves? Would it not be in their best interests to keep their existence under wraps so they can carry on doing, well, whatever it is they do? Oh man, I can see two men in black suits approaching my front door right now. I think that's...
Oh, wow. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Magical video. All right, what do you... Now that we've gotten to the end of that video, are aliens real? What do you guys think? What do you believe? I would say all those stories seem a little out there. But you never know. You never fucking know. This is definitely entertaining. I was very entertained by that. But yeah, let me know. All right, what is it? It's 10 p.m. over here, 2:26. I think it's time to wrap this puppy up. Maybe I'll reach out. I'll reach out to Adrian tomorrow, see if he wants to come on. I'm not twisting any arms of anybody. But yeah, maybe it'll be fun to open up the phone lines with him. Why am I getting tagged? Let's see. I am unavailable to I always get tagged in posts. Hold on a second. I always love screenshotting it. And usually the post is I'm blocked. Like, I'm not really that much of an asshole on Twitter. Blocked. Crying, laughing. I'm tagged in something with Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen and Conor McGregor. Oh, no. Oh, Ike. Okay, I know Ike. Oh, is Chris Cushman still in the chat? Hey, what's up, Fuktard? I haven't seen you in a minute. What's up, man? I don't know if Cushman's still in the chat, but I'm curious. I think this is Chris Cushman on Twitter. I can't fucking tell anymore. I don't know who the hell's who anymore. Oh, yeah, it is Cushman. Okay. He had like one of those Twitter spaces where basically you get together with other people on Twitter and you just have like these audio calls. Yeah, Cushman was like, I just showed up in there. I was curious how many times they do that. Aliens exist, but none here, I bet. Yeah, see, I was saying that in the beginning. Yeah. I think there are other life forms out there. I just don't think not in my lifetime. I don't think anything's really been here. Dan Aykroyd, so the real men in black disappear. Look it up, Moss. Wait, what? I watched a little bit of that new Ghostbusters, and me and Jesse just turned it off. It's so fucking bad. It's so bad. It's such a disappointment. The other one wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. After the chick one, they had that I can't remember what the hell it was called, but they brought the Ghostbusters back and the ghost and this and that, whatever. That was all right. But the sequel to that, oh fucking hell. Man, how come they can't make a good Ghostbusters movie? Like, I don't understand. It doesn't seem like it's that hard to do that. Having trouble with those Klingons hanging off my butt. And you still into Star Trek? You still into that stuff? Like, do they have... I'm sure they probably still have new Star Trek series, right? I mean, Star Wars is nuts. They just keep on coming out with shit. Like, it went from nothing. Like, there's no Star Wars. It's like you watch the original trilogy, and then that's it. And then they came out with the prequels. But still, that was pretty much it. You had like that cartoon Clone Wars or whatever. Now it's just like exploded with them trying to capitalize off of Star Wars. It's just to the point where it's like, I don't even give a fuck anymore. I believe they have been here hundreds to thousands of years at least. They come and go all the time. Some say here permanently. I mean, yeah, it's possible. It's not impossible. I just still haven't really seen anything that's like, yeah, you know what? That makes sense. They're definitely here. Go look off the coast of California. You can see the crafts submerging into the waters like it's not there. What the fuck? You gotta send me some video of that shit. YouTube Dan Aykroyd Men in Black. What is that? Dan Aykroyd Men in Black? I don't know what the hell. Dan Aykroyd Men in Black. Is it a joke? Dan Aykroyd. Men in Black. Dan Aykroyd has seen UFOs in person. The creepy real-life Men in Black. Dan Aykroyd on Real Men in Black. Yeah, let's listen. Okay, Dan Aykroyd. Go. What am I doing?
Channel, and it was called Out There, and I basically interviewed all of the people that I admired in various fields of study, like Colin Andrews from the Crop Circle movement, Linda Moulton Howe, the expert on cattle mutilations, John Mack. And let me just put a pin in things right there, because John Mack has taken this study of abductions, UFOs, right out through the other side, and he's going, yes, we know they're here. We know they're coming. We know people have been taken. We know there's experimentation going on. We know people have been told about agendas. What we now have to do is use that as a key and as a motivation to socially transform this planet to a more peaceful, more loving, more tolerant state. So his movement, the movement for social change.
Okay, I can't listen to this. I don't know. I like Dan Aykroyd, but fucking hell, dude. Fucking hell. All right. We will see you on the main channel, the MMA-Holes, tomorrow night. It's going to be glorious. And then Friday is the 300th episode of Fuck Off Friday. Ooh-wee. Cash prize. Friday. Fuck Off Friday. We'll see you guys on the next stream of Gummy Gang. Good night.
Wonderful, wonderful.